You're gonna give me a shot. Uno, dos, tres. Oh yeah, baby. We're doing a house episode today.
This
It's
is
not
not what
good,
I
Kurt.
requested.
Yeah, it's hot Bush Light.
Not what I requested.
And I got the controller now, so I can do this. What if this is the whole conversation? So, Kurt, tell me
I
about
do that
yourself.
a lot in the middle just to
Really?
see if people are still watching.
It's like a wake up.
It wakes like I wake up and then I'm like, oh yeah,
You're like,
I make up for lost time by just fucking
It's
adding
like this.
cuts that. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, go to your camera. We do all these cuts in real time with a switcher.
yeah. So we have to push the button.
So then when we press stop recording, everything's done.
Mm-hmm.
Versus before, we just recorded all the cameras separately, and then I had to spend the same amount of time as the podcast cutting it together. So if it was a 3-hour podcast, it would probably take me about 4 hours
At
to
least.
cut it together.
Yep.
Because you have to do it all in real time.
And they were way bigger too.
Yeah.
And the sizes, the file sizes, and then it's like, oh, it's bouncing down. It'll be the morning. I'll get to it in the morning. And now it's
Now
like,
it's literally done and uploaded before you ever leave. Not uploaded to YouTube.
I
but
get
like
home
uploaded it.
and it's like,
Yeah.
sit down at my chair. I turn my phone on. I go to the little folder, the shared folder, send it to my computer, and then start editing immediately. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It takes 2 hours. The whole process. That's the cards,
That's
the upload,
Yeah.
which because I got the fiber, baby.
And for those of you that wanted me to have my own microphone, I'm sitting in front of one right now.
So
Yeah.
leave it if you
So-
want it that for real or not in the comments, even though we
If
already
this-
spent all the money.
If this video gets to 50 likes
Whoa,
on YouTube, that's a lot.
that'd be insane.
We have 1,000 subscribers. 50 likes shouldn't be shit if they're actually all watching. Which they're not. I anticipate we'll get 7. But if it gets to 50, we will install my very own producer microphone, which we're going to do anyway.
We're gonna do it anyway because it's already installed.
So the challenge doesn't matter.
But 50
But-
likes would be sick.
It'd be
I
great.
think we get the highest we got right now is like 20 something.
I want my episode to be viewed more than Garrett from Silent Planet because I think I have more to say.
Well, his is 30 minutes.
His-
Easily
yeah.
digestible.
Yeah, no, that was. Shout out to Garrett. He's a
Shout out to
sweetheart.
Garrett.
They're about to start like a huge tour.
I saw that. It's insane. I love that band so much, and they should come here again.
That's
What
not
do
a band I like super got into, but they are fucking incredible live. Oh, can I curse on there?
You say whatever the fuck you want, Kurt.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. They're incredible live and sweethearts, and yeah,
And they have insane ideas.
they had
it
plants
shows.
shipped to my house that they didn't even use for the stage. I was like, all right, cool. Anyway,
Cheers. Shit. Kurt getting drunk, y'all. I like that we can fourth wall this one a lot more. I guarantee we're gonna be talking to the cameras a lot. Are you chewing ice?
yeah. Sorry, I just needed something to. They had like a weird that mixed with the tea was like a pecan flavor.
The fuck?
I don't know. I like it.
Orange
Maybe I
and
should
whiskey.
put this in the fucking tea. Jesus.
Ah,
I've done
hot
it before.
toddy.
It's pretty good.
Isn't that a
Well, the
hot
tea's
toddy?
not- I think if the tea's hot.
Oh, it has
This
to be
is iced tea.
hot. Okay, iced toddy. What are we talking about?
I got plenty to talk about, but I wanted to let you do your thing first.
You haven't been on since episode 69.
Episode 69, and guess what? This is episode 169.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
It's 178 or 5?
I don't know.
6?
I don't know.
I never had my phone. I've got to get a different.
I have other phones we could use. They just don't have the wide. That's the problem.
I have one, but it shattered
the-
a million bits.
Yeah, I have like the XS Max or whatever, but that's like right before they added like
Right
the
before the
nice
25.
like wide camera
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah. So
Bitch.
I have it on mine, but I need mine for things and
We
stuff,
need.
Corey.
What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about. I feel like this is more like a State of the Union address.
Okay, well let
We
me
just-
let me step in there then. As president and no, I'm just kidding. Shout out to you because shout out to us too.
Us.
but specifically you.
Me, you, Sam.
Sam, yeah, shout out to Sam. It's been well over a year. We haven't missed a single week.
Not a week.
And there have been some close calls.
Dude, like the day before.
Yeah.
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 Like, hey, it's Monday night. We
I
have
mean,
to
like,
do this. Like,
we're definitely riding by the seat of our pants at this current moment, but they don't know that.
well, that's because of holidays, things on my
The
end
fucking weather
that I don't want to.
recently.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the other shit is far
Well, like
more
that current
concerned.
Solace episode probably would have been a little bit longer had it not fucking snowed during it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like we're like 30 minutes, and you're like, oh, I just checked the door.
Yeah, I
it looks
checked the
fine.
ring.
It's so
Everything
fine.
was fine.
Yeah.
And then, like 10 minutes later, I checked the ring again. I was like, yeah, we need to wrap. I can't see the road anymore.
The road's gone. And we got outside, and I was like, mother. And then we still waited 15 minutes. We still had to do photos and fucking.
Yeah. I didn't get my portraits that I wanted, but
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's a bummer. Kaylee goes, "Are you gonna get your portrait taken from Kurt?" I go, every week, every single week.
Well, yeah, but like there's this very specific way I'm doing these, but
I guess I should. In case
yeah, I
perish.
felt bad because I accidentally slept in a little bit yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, what were you supposed to do? Oh, you were
I was
supposed to do
supposed
hers.
to, yeah,
That's
Kaylee
right.
and Tara, and they were gonna come over after you guys had lunch
I was
or whatever.
raining and shit.
It really wasn't that bad when I woke up. I woke up at like 12:15, and they were like, "Oh, we're already doing a thing, like something else." So
Grocery shopping.
yeah, you can't do shit after you
Did
grocery
you know
shop.
you can buy unlimited rotisserie chickens from Sam's Club?
Yeah.
I got 5 of them for the whole. I can eat half a rotisserie chicken a day if I want.
Is that what you have for breakfast?
No, I had. It's like fried mashed potatoes. Like you just put it in a pan and heat it up.
Sounds pretty solid.
It's not fried.
I
but
eat
it's-
once a day, so
And then, well,
I
didn't
literally
cook
eat
it.
like dinner,
Yeah.
basically.
No, well, Kaylee cooked it. She was like, "Do you want breakfast?" I was like,
Oh no, yeah.
Latke-
if I, wake
I think it's
up
called latkes and eggs.
latkes.
Latkes?
Latkes.
Latkes. It's just
I don't know.
it's just mashed potatoes reheated. It's yesterday's mashed potatoes.
Say you love crepes, or I will break your arm.
Not gonna do it. Put a crack in my arm like a crack in the Liberty Bell.
Wait, are those just those little thin pancakes? Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
those
just
are-
really
Oh,
thin pancakes.
I love those.
I had a whole mess of crepes this morning, man.
I'm not gonna say it.
Break it. Ah,
Break it, Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le bitch. Break it, Pepe Le bitch. I was trying to think of stuff to talk about the pod.
Nobody gives a shit about the podcast, Corey.
You're right.
There's like 6 people, and they've
They've
been
already
on.
tuned out.
They tuned out the second I said fuck because they were watching this with their kids, and they were like, "Sorry, that nope."
Sam watches with his boy
Yeah.
on a TV.
What's up, Sam?
That's wild. Yeah. Hey, Sam.
Sam, if you're hearing this, comment ooga booga
Hey, Tommy.
below.
That's his kid, right?
Yeah, Tommy. Yeah. Did you see the picture of
Sam and
like
Tommy.
his son and his dad or something?
Yeah, side by
The
side.
haircut thing. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that was incredible.
Cool shot. I like things like that.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing like that.
I
Oh,
don't
my
have-
family's
I don't
dead.
have a family. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's coming?
Speaking of family,
Is
what's
it a
up, Cooper?
Oh, little Coopy boy. Hi, baby. This truly is my second favorite animal on the planet. And I wish he didn't belong to who he belonged to. Because
And I'm his first favorite animal
I
on the
would
planet.
actually. Kurt, you up? Kurt, you're sleeping on the phone.
That's Jacob Murray will call me at 10 a.m. and be like, "Why are you asleep?" And I'll be like, "Because I fucking shoot shows and then go home and edit and play video games, and I fall asleep at 5
On
a.m."
5 a.m. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, dog, I know you have a real job.
Yeah, like I don't know what to tell you.
I'm like, I'm doing things, sir, all night
Yeah.
long.
Yeah,
What's he doing?
I'm looking for crumbs.
What you doing? You looking for food? There ain't no food in here.
Yeah.
Now we're
Did
feeling
you
good.
already go through it
Yeah,
one beer?
we're feeling
Damn.
good now.
Dude, I can have a beer and like just sip on that all night.
No. I had to get chill.
That's what the whiskey shot was.
We're
for
right
me.
in chill mode.
I'm feeling a little bit.
Well, because we're doing this is a little different. Got the switcher. And we have to pay attention to this and that. This is like the old days. This reminds me of the first pods.
Yeah.
Because the computer was over here on my dresser, and it was that big ass IMAX screen, and I would have it facing towards me.
It was
so
a big
I could
ass
see
IMAX screen, but he still fucked it up.
a bunch. Well, you get into it like
You
this.
remember that one time we had like 20 people in the room, and you were like, "Yeah, I didn't get any of that."
4 minutes. 4 minutes, dude.
Oh, that was such a good episode. That was such a good
fucking-
Like the second one, the redo we did was fine too.
It was
but
fine,
the
but
first
the
one we
first
did
one
was we were all so into it, and so like
passionate. Like,
uh
dude, the early days were, God,
Yeah.
man, this is better. It can get better. It can always be better. But this version is just like, oh, we're just doing it like this, and the audio is built into
Yeah.
the thing. Now, that's the one thing. I wish whoever makes this would two audio stream. Just make me where I can have where when I put an interface in, it understands that there's 4 channels or 5 channels.
maybe
And
there
I can
is
edit
a
each
way.
individual. There's not. I've looked. It's
I don't
all
know.
coming in. Most people do it through a mixer.
Is there another? Oh yeah, they do it through the mixer and then send the mixer
and then
to the
and then
yeah.
send the signal to this.
Is that what that big like $600 Rode thing is?
basically? Yeah.
So we would do
So you
the
would have
microphone
this
straight to that,
right,
that into
Into
this,
this. Yep.
and then that to the computer.
and you can clock it so the cameras and it.
So
can
if
be
anybody
all in
wants to
sync.
donate $600 to us, so we can get,
the new one's more.
we don't need the new one. We just
Oh,
need
yeah.
the one that works.
My buddy just got one.
So we can get the Rode Podcaster, thing?
The Rode
thing?
Procaster. Rode.
It's a cool little
Procaster.
device. I've
Yeah.
seen it in part. Like it's sick.
And you can take it anywhere. You can hook your phone into it and do
Yeah.
Zoom type, and it'll take the audio from the.
My cheeks are already getting warm.
Yeah, I'm
That
feeling
was
good.
like a shot and a half.
Well, I'm on that medicine,
Oh yeah.
and it just.
We don't want to talk about that though.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
But I can say I'm on medicine.
We're all on medicine.
Yeah, I'm not, but I am now.
Some of us are
Forever,
just on
maybe. We'll see. I go Tuesday.
medicine, and some
Yeah,
of us
we'll
are
see.
on medicine.
Medicine, bro. Oh man, I get my medicine behind a Dollar General, and my neighbors get it from their cleaning cabinet. Fucking. Sorry, it's on my mind. They're pissing me off.
Yeah.
What's too rogue? I know murder's too far.
What?
But, like, what's under that? Like, what's the crime level you can annoy your neighbors before it becomes assault?
Without like getting authorities involved?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're doing all kinds of wild shit anyway. So if they call, they're putting
Well,
themselves
like
in
you
trouble.
said, like the house is basically non-existent. So
There
you
is no
can't,
house.
Like,
There's not a house. It's a burned down husk.
I don't know how you would fuck with them then.
Well,
Cut the
just-
power line to the RV.
Yeah, something cool
Turn off the
like
water.
that. There is no water. There hasn't
Okay,
been
yeah.
water.
Then I don't really know what you would do.
I don't either. They got a generator for power.
Hook up your fucking your phone into the RV and like move it like a couple inches to the left. Just fuck with them every day.
Get a skyjack and pick it up
Yeah.
and start moving it down the road at 2 a.m.
Just fucking duct tape the door shut and
Jackass style.
make sure they're in there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know. Other than that
That's not
type
bad.
of shit.
Cut a hole in the roof and shit down it.
Well, you gotta
That
go,
might be
go to the
assault.
fucking like
Cutting a hole and shit.
go to the like the Japanese or Chinese like grocer, buy like an octopus or something, and just fucking like throw it in the vent system.
Now you're doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put it in a tank. Like, put it in one of those things. Make sure it can get in, and it'll do it on its own. And then there's just a live octopus running around in their shanty.
That'd be strange.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's good shit.
Can you buy larvae?
Larva? Like,
like
grasshoppers?
yeah, like maggots and shit.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, just fucking
Yeah.
like dump those.
Any
in the,
fishing joint
dump
has...
those down the fan.
Kurt's good. Yeah.
I didn't say any of this. It's not a
Yeah,
record.
dude. This is what I'm talking about. Cover
What
of
if
night.
they listen to your
cricket raid.
podcast?
Well, then they need to come knock on my door and have a fucking conversation instead of being dicks.
Speaking of being dicks,
Oh, yeah. You want to do questions?
sure.
All right.
That's the segue I was going with.
Oh,
but-
okay. I'm all fucking liquored up.
You've had a beer.
I know.
Yeah.
I will say, I've been saving a lot of money by not doing things.
Yeah,
I
that'll
go
do
home. I go home and I go to bed, and I don't like it.
it. Yeah, I've been doing the same, but it's been depression sleeping so that I don't buy food
Smart.
because I don't have the money for it.
Smart.
I was
don't
like,
either.
well, I might be hungry, but
That's
I'm
why you
not
gotta go to
hungry if
Sam's
I'm
Club.
asleep.
$5 chickens.
No, I have a Sam's Club membership. I go there sometimes, but
You can't beat it. It's cooked food already. It's already cooked.
Yeah, I told you that story about like the weird smell and shit.
Yeah, just dump it in something different.
I
Put it in the
I don't
plastic
mind
bag.
rotisserie chickens, but
It's just the plastic cooking.
it literally is because they put that shit in hot as fuck.
Hot right out of the thing, dude. Right off the sword. It comes off that skewer and just... And the juices fall in the thing, and it's just like, get in my belly.
Instagram or Facebook questions?
Which ones are better? We can do them all. I don't care.
Well, I just which one you would start with.
Oh. Which one has less? Insta?
Currently Insta, because I like redid it and now I'm on 2 questions.
Oh, okay. Well,
One is funny and one is actually fine.
we can do...
I think Sam asked this twice, actually, because I think he thought that I didn't screenshot the first set.
I'm good with Insta. Let's do it. 2 questions. Then we can do party
there's
favors.
5, 6, 7 questions on Insta total.
Okay.
We'll start with Sam Gregory. Shout out to Sam,
Hi, Sam.
friend of the podcast. He asked, boxers or briefs?
Boxer briefs.
Yeah, that's my answer
Yep.
too. Boxer
Always
briefs.
boxer briefs.
You gotta have a little bit of room, but a little bit of support
Yep.
too.
I need both.
Yeah. I remember trying boxers when I was like a teenager, and I was like, why the fuck?
I did those to high school, and then I found out that boxer briefs existed.
Yeah,
And
I
was
changed
like,
my life.
who the fuck wasn't telling me about these?
I don't know that I know anyone that
I don't know a
doesn't
soul
use
that
boxer briefs.
doesn't. Well, I know people that wears boxers, but I don't know a soul that wears regular ass underwear. Who is still wearing up the crease?
Not to shame you for
underwear.
doing so, but like
It's just wild.
they call them tidy whities.
Yeah, who's still
for a
doing
reason.
that? I like a little bit of leg.
Boxer briefs. Yeah.
Also, none of the weird cupping underwear now. That's strange.
Oh, they have
ball
underwear
separator.
that has like a ball compartment.
yeah. What are we doing?
Does
What?
it just feel like someone's like
Curly,
cuddling your
yeah, holding
balls
you.
all
Maybe
day?
that's what
Like,
it is. It's like a nice, like comforting
I don't
feeling.
want to be in public while like it feels like someone's just like holding onto my balls very gently. That just seems like a weird like sensation to have while I'm trying to check out at Sam's Club. You know,
It's like wearing a turtleneck, just slightly being choked all day long. Just that weird upper neck
I've never
sensation.
thought of it that way.
It's creepy. I don't like turtlenecks at all. Who's still wearing that shit too?
People that wear turtlenecks.
3 people.
The next question, who's this from?
I don't know.
Their Instagram handle is Joe_LMFAO. I don't know who that is, but if you're
LMFAO.
listening to this, shout out to you.
Hi, Joe.
Solid question. Where do you think our scene is headed? Do you think it's growing or shrinking?
Oh, it's exploding exponentially. It's not even a. That's not even a guess. If you go to shows and you see, like, I'm at a lot because I work at a venue, but the number is only going up. We've already had a major sellout this year. Already. Major. We've had multiple almost sellouts already this year. And even the Johnny Vine's trying to build like this hip hop scene through Vino's and a couple of other places and do his own thing.
Yeah.
His last one was the biggest one yet.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Was that,
only
like,
growing.
This last Saturday? Or?
Yeah. So like 3 nights ago,
Center
2 nights
stage?
ago.
Is
Yeah,
that what he
center
calls it?
stage.
Center stage.
And he's blowing it up. And it's doing better
good.
every single time.
I'm glad.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
No, it's only going bigger.
Well, because like before pre-pandemic, we had Fire Room that like Goon put on and stuff,
Right.
and those were always pretty popular.
Well, and then Goon left, as we all know. Got
Yeah,
signed.
no,
He's
yeah,
out there doing the damn thing.
You gotta do it.
Somebody's got to take his spot. Johnny stepped up, and it's been slow for him, but dude, you want to talk about determination?
I've been seeing Uni get a lot more shows recently too.
Yes, he
And
has.
they'll like fly him out to New York, California, all over the place.
Yep.
He tries to do a show here like once every like couple months though.
Yeah, I think if you think
Whitewater,
it's
that
shrinking,
kinda
I
thing.
think that may be in your own head. I don't know.
That's something that like I think a lot of people struggle with too, because it's like it's easy to think it's shrinking if you're not there.
Right. I agree.
And I don't mean that as like a stab or anything. I mean that as like if I'm not going to shows, then I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
And if you're only judging by your own capacity to bring people in, that's also not fair to the whole, the whole enchilada.
Yeah.
Like, you just got to work on your shit.
Yeah.
And that's okay, too.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
Johnny
that's
started
fine.
with fucking 3 people coming. And now
Yeah.
he's pushing, well, I'm not going to say what it was, but it was great. It was really, really good.
It seems like this year, Vino's is a little bit more open to booking whatever, as long as the date's open.
As long as the date's open and you can get a hold of them
Yeah.
and get the date,
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck.
I saw, like, last night, a band that I've never heard of, but like a cover band that's been around for a while, played last night.
Random.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the actual name of the band, Random.
No, yeah. That's, I don't know how it went or anything, but.
I don't know. I missed the last 2 shows because of this medicine. Just,
Yeah.
bro, by 9 o'clock, I'm a zombie. I cannot stand up.
But that's like
like
a band, like one of those bands that plays at like Kings and JJ's
But they like it. They like the atmosphere. Their fans come in. They buy pizza. They sit down. Dude, fucking jazz night.
You guys keep hyping up jazz night.
It is unfucking real. Scott and his lady came to one because I told him about it. I was like, dude, there's jazz night here now. And he's like, what? And they came. They were like, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So long as you can get a table. Now, I will say, show up early because it goes fast, and then you're standing watching jazz, and it's not fun.
That's the weird concept to me is tables.
Well,
because like last night I went to Rev Room and there were like paid tables, like this is reserved, like they paid like extra money to get a table of 4 or whatever,
club style.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of them. Like there was obviously most of the standing room.
Sure, but standing and watching jazz is not great.
Yeah,
and I don't know how you combat that because that back room's already. It's just tables. When it's full of tables, where would you stick another one?
Yeah.
So
they're like not. There's still room though. Like they're not pushed up as close as
we've
they
talked
could
about.
be,
Like
but,
let's cram it in because their numbers are just. I'm saying like the next few, if it keeps growing like that, they might have to just go someplace else. It's doing so.
Well, here's
good.
the thing though. You don't want them to. Obviously.
I don't want them to.
Like, you want to. Find a way to accommodate.
Accommodate. Yeah, you want to accommodate people as best you can, but man,
what if
that's tricky
like,
in a fixed space.
Like you have tables down the walls, like bar style,
Yep.
and then seats at all of them, and they can obviously like sit sideways, like the stage.
Yeah.
And then you have like 2 other rows of tables.
Well, have you ever been to a comedy club? You ever been to an actual comedy club?
I've been to comedy shows at like venues, but I've never been to like a comedy
It's a
club.
Small table.
Yeah.
That everyone a pizza-sized table.
It should be just big enough for like a couple drinks.
And then your back is basically on the other guy's back. There's not a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah.
There's enough space for us.
It has to be like that, otherwise nobody's gonna make any money.
Right. There's enough space for someone to like creep through, like a waitress or something. But it's not.
Well, that's the thing. Ideally, in a situation like that, you would have some sort of like hostess or something,
right?
That is doing all of that, so people aren't having to get up and go unless they have to like go use the bathroom, for example. Like, that's the only reason you should have to get up at a comedy show or something like that.
Right, and it is awkward. I've been to a few bars, like club scene comedy shows, and it's packed.
But overall, growing. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Like a motherfucker. And this year it's faster than last year already.
And again, I don't mean it as like a slight, but if you feel like it's shrinking or if you feel like you're not seeing the growth that you want, you need to reevaluate where you're paying attention.
Right. Yeah, I don't think that's a slight at all. I think it's fair to say.
Well, I mean, people will see it as like, oh, that fuck that guy or whatever. And that's fine if you have that opinion towards me. Like,
well, then it's just going to keep shrinking for you.
I'm the one with the microphone right now, not you.
I have the microphone, and you will listen to every damn word I have to say.
Bowie the Knife said, butt stuff or nut stuff?
Can you do both? Can you wrap one back around
Can you
and
put
just
the nuts in the butt?
Yeah, nut butt.
That sounds like it would hurt.
Both.
Yeah. I'm gonna go nut stuff.
Nut stuff, yeah. I'm gonna put it in the lady's hands.
Not her butt.
Dealer's choice.
Sam also had another question that said, David's Burgers or Five Guys?
It's Five Guys.
Yeah.
It's always Five Guys.
Here's the thing.
David's Burgers is great.
Here's the thing.
But it's a salt mountain.
David's Burgers is fucking incredible.
And they've got to stop doing that.
But for me, David's Burgers was an acquired taste. Like, I had to eat it a couple times before I was like, I enjoy this.
Right.
But they have massive burgers, but it's the same every time.
Which is good.
And the fries are free, which is huge. I think if you're looking for,
but Five Guys gives you so many fries.
If
you're
you're
looking
looking
for
if
you wanted
quality quantity, I mean, like, if you're looking for price point,
David's. Yeah, price point is David's.
$12, you get a massive fucking double burger, unlimited fries.
As long as you sit there, you have fries. And ice cream.
Five Guys.
Granted, the ice cream's like
The burger
teaspoon.
itself is $12.
Yes.
But it is the best quality
so
burger
clean.
I have ever eaten in my entire life. And the fact that they wrap it in tinfoil, I think is a secret.
Really? Old school.
Like, it's hot as fuck. They wrap it in tinfoil. Fucking,
Just-
like,
It steams.
give that a little squeeze.
Uh-huh.
Put it in a bag. Put a shit ton of hot fries over the
makes
top
me-
of it.
Yes. And oh my God, my mouth is. We need to go get Five Guys now.
You're not allowed to eat Five Guys. Well, I don't
I
know.
can take the buns off.
You got fucking rotisserie chickens. You're fine.
Yeah, rotisserie chicken's good. Love it.
Yeah.
Healthy.
See, just gotta switch your brain over to rotisserie chicken.
Listen, I know, man. I know. God
Do you
damn.
just like
I can
fucking?
have a
Do you
burger,
just
just
fucking
no buns,
grab in
no
there
soda,
and
no
rip that shit
fries.
off? Like, what do you? You put sauce on it? Like,
Yeah. Just that, like, half a cup of rice, rotisserie chicken, and green beans.
yeah, I
You
like
know,
green beans. I fuck
nat-
with green. I don't like green peas. I don't like biting into it. It's all mushy and like pops in your mouth.
Green beans,
Feels weird. Green beans though.
nature's French fries,
Nature's French fries.
delicious.
Can you do like crispy green beans?
I mean, the rules are kind of relaxed. It depends on what
I'm about
you're
to
cooking
deep
it
fry
in.
some green beans.
That's the problem. So everybody wants to use all these oils, and these oils are fucked up. They're just poison. They're not
Yeah,
good
fuck
for you.
peanuts.
It's not good for you. It's not an oil-based thing. They're squeezing it out. It's disgusting. It's byproduct shit. And they're like, let's feed it to these fucking slop humans, and we buy it and we fry our foods in it, and it's fucking terrible.
The band.
As a newly healthy person, I can bitch about what I want, Kurt.
I didn't say shit. Did I say anything?
All right, next.
The band Time Well Wasted
Mm-hmm.
asked, it's kind of a two-part question. What are the top 3 venues you've played at in Arkansas? And how has the band scene evolved in Arkansas to you?
The band scene?
Yeah, like from a band
Interesting.
perspective, I guess.
From a band's perspective, well, top 3 venues. I mean, I gotta put Downtown on the list. I gotta put Vino's on the list. That's 2. And the other one, it just varies. Like, there was all kinds of great moments at venues, like the Village. We used to practice in there.
Yeah.
It'd just be like midnight. We'd be going in there, hooking up this giant ass PA and just having band practice. Too cool. But, I got a lot of good memories there, but a lot of it wasn't for me personally playing music. So, fuck, I don't know, man.
I mean, I think played at, there's like a qualification that like you played in front of a crowd.
Blank Generation, solid
idea.
venue. It was no, exactly. It was
Yeah.
only around for maybe 2 years. I don't even think it was that long.
Yeah.
Incredible. Family lived there. They slept on the floor and shit. It was amazing.
It's
It
a
was
little
as
weird,
punk
but-
rock as punk rock gets. It was the old Men's Warehouse in downtown, and they still had all the cubby holes where the suits would be, and people would just sit down in those and shit. It was wild, man. It was a wild ass place. The PA was just on the floor. It was fantastic. God damn, that place ruled. And then there's come on, we just talked about it, where we saw Beloved and shit. I just talked about
didn't
it with
see
Jeff
Beloved.
Bowie at the church right across from the
Does a church count as a venue?
yeah, because it was a venue.
Because it was.
Dude, they had every band come through there. Every fucking. Remember, I just found out I saw Me Without You and Beloved's first show ever in Arkansas at that place. I
It's
saw everybody there. What was the name of the? I'm sketching the fucking name.
Is it that
I
one
said
in
it on the
North
last
Little Rock
episode.
or whatever?
No, it's right across the street from the Village,
I don't know.
up there by where Big Lots is on Asher.
No clue.
Yes, you do.
Before my time.
Oh man, what was their name? God damn it. Michael Moore and his brother ran the fucking joint. Michael ran the venue part. His brother ran the church part. It doesn't matter. It does, but it doesn't. That venue was sick as fuck. Had a lot of great memories there. Man, I don't know. That's tough. I can't do 3. And as far as the band scene, the amount of bands is getting quite nice. We need more.
Still need more. Always need more.
We need more simply because some bands in certain genres only have maybe 3 bands and they're dominating, but you can't play the same show over and over and over again.
But they do.
They do, well, they kind of have to. Sucks, but it's what it is.
It's interesting how that works because it's you'll see bands that'll be yeah, we're playing at Vino's on Saturday, and then we're playing a house show on Sunday, and then they'll play Vino's again on like the next Friday, and they still do fine.
Yeah.
And then you see bands that are like, all right, they try that same thing, and they just can't make it happen. I don't
know.
Maybe it's an age thing. Like younger generations are easier to like obviously bring out because they have less responsibilities and shit.
Insane access too. They know way more about reaching people modernly.
Yeah.
You know, they're not doing flyers and shit. They're like, they know how to. And their Instagrams do better. They just do because that's what they're all there. That's what they're all on.
I guess so.
And TikTok, it's like, hey, we're having a show, and they reaching 500 people who are actually interacting versus, you know, what do I get, like 15, 20?
Well, you also never post anything.
Don't want to, and that's okay.
That guy William Blackwell,
asked
2 questions, one for me and one for you.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna start with your question. What is Corey's favorite guest requested drink?
Beer. Oh wait, what was the best one that somebody requested?
Like, what's your favorite?
Oh, my favorite's beer. Just a good old beer.
I think I see that though, not in like what's your favorite drink? Like, what's your favorite like that you were like, okay, that's interesting.
Nobody's asked for anything too interesting. Water. That one actually is kind of like, it's hard to find canned water, so it's just like,
it's not hard to find it. It's
just
a little expensive.
Yeah, that's what
you're looking at like almost $17-18 a case.
Yeah, for water,
for 6 canned waters,
8 waters,
8 canned waters.
Just fine, but it's not. It's
I'm gonna
like
start fucking canning my own piss.
Kind of insane.
There's some sort of untapped market.
I don't know. There was, what do we do with those yerba mate things?
Yeah, I love those.
Interesting. That was interesting. Yeah. Never had that. But you know, like when somebody's like, okay, I'll tell you what, when someone knows what they want for real, especially when it comes to like a beer, and they're like, I have to have this exact weird beer, and you get to kind of try it also. So you start the episode off with something new. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
And we've had people like bring those. Like they're like, hey, I know this is hard to find, so I didn't want to request it, but I brought it.
And you're like, or you're like, this is too much for me.
What was it? I'm trying to remember who it was. Somebody was just like, yeah, just black coffee. We were like, well, we don't have a coffee maker. So.
Right. Yeah. We did that for CT had coffee.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, that was a long
That
time
one wasn't
ago.
filmed, though. That was like at
audio
your house,
only.
I think.
Yeah. What was your question?
Kurt's favorite Coreyisms.
Oh, God. Meme it.
That's the one. Meme it. Because it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah. But it's... Why isn't that a thing?
And we've acknowledged that you understand that it doesn't mean what you think it means, but you still do it.
But it does mean meme it. Just meme it. Everything's a meme. Meme it. Oh, I can't show you my fucking phone. God damn it. I got to get that under control. I got to get a different phone because I want to show you something. There's been a thing in our band space for
We need more money
now.
So we can buy Corey a second phone.
No, I have one. It's just the screen is broken.
No. We need more money so we can buy Corey a second phone.
I don't want a second phone. If anything, I'll just upgrade mine and keep that one.
I have like fun ideas all the time of like shit we could do if we just had like consistent income.
Consistent income is hard as fuck, man. I don't get it. I don't know how
both
people
on a
do it.
personal level and a crash gas level.
Yeah, I think they just. I'm so used to being fucking broke.
Well, it's like I feel weird, and especially in this spectrum of like being like, just give us money, like just donate shit.
Right.
I like always feel like we're trying to give you something, so like there should be like a given for it. Like I love the idea of like doing like fundraiser shows or,
adding to the thing. Yeah.
Like if we did like a hey, we need to
fundraiser.
raise money campaign, there would be like tiers to it where like you get shit for it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I think you have to, like, well, we've talked about it a million times. I feel like there's always something you have to give something more than the thing you're already doing. Because I was already doing this, and I was going to do this anyway.
And you're going to do it regardless.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if it goes back to, say it all falls apart and it goes back to just me and a phone and this weird table, that's fine. I'll just do that. It's just, it is what it is. Koopy came in and left. He came right in and left.
Now on to the Facebook questions.
Okay.
We have some good ones. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Damn.
8.
Do it. I like this. This is different.
Don't get used to it.
That's just nice to change it
I'm
up a
just
little
going to read
bit.
them in order from the first one that pops up to the last one.
Do it.
Actually, I'm going to start with the last one. It's funnier.
10.
Our friend Jack Boster,
Hey, yo.
shout out to Greg Filth,
Yep, Greg Field.
asked Corey, have you ever ran over an animal and then took it home and did arts and crafts with the bones? And if so, what item would you make?
No. I have ran over animals. I feel bad every time. As a matter of fact, I ran over an animal that someone else ran over that wasn't dead, so it would die once because it made me feel so bad. Yeah, it was terrible. And I was like, God damn it anyway. But I do still have those bones you gave me. They're still in the envelope. I haven't done any arts and crafts with them, but maybe someday. They might end up in the studio at some
Can
point.
you make like guitar picks out of it?
You could. Like a hip bone, sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think there's like a rib bone in there, and there's like maybe it might be
How
a
like
jaw.
big of an animal would you need to like make bone drumsticks?
I'd say deer.
Okay.
Deer, maybe giant bird.
Yeah.
But bird bones are real brittle, so
Yeah,
they probably
birds.
wouldn't work.
Yeah, bird bones are.
Maybe
Wasn't that a band? Is that still a band? Bird bones.
bird bones? You know, I don't know.
Oh, that was a band. That was
Bobby-
Keely and Bobby and like his girlfriend or whatever. They moved to like Florida or something. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, I don't think that's a band anymore. But I just remember that it was a band,
It was a band.
and they were sick. Saw them
It
a
was
couple
good.
times.
Yeah. They had like 3,000
I
member
saw them
changes.
on
but-
my birthday
was
one
good.
year at EJ's.
Yeah, shout out to EJ's.
They still do shows if you
I
ask.
know.
Yeah, they
It's
built like a
wild.
little stage and everything.
I had a great show there. Lame
Yeah.
Johnny. Shit was
Yeah.
fun as fuck.
Was that was like right before we knew each other, right? Or we had just met.
I think we had just met.
Yeah,
Because that's when
it was you guys, Cardinal
Rule, yep. I think that was their first show
maybe
too.
Any Given Room or something.
I don't know if Any Given Room was there. Maybe they
I know
were.
some of them were in Cardinal Rule.
maybe
Not
that's
Cardinal
what it
Rule,
is.
Slick Grip is what it was at the time.
Slick Grip.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
That's what it was.
I forget who.
So it
else
was like
on
one of
that
their
show.
last shows, maybe.
No,
Maybe it was their first
No.
show. That was a while back, dude.
it was fucking forever ago.
I don't remember how long Lame Johnny's been around, and then I think about it, and I'm like, fuck.
Dude, I've been telling people for like the past 6 or 7 years. They'll be like, "How long you been doing this?" I'm like, 10 years.
Nope.
Yeah, no, it's way longer now.
Bro. We were at the practice space because, we're working on all this stuff, and I was like, how long have we been together? I was like, should we just wait for, like an anniversary? And Justin was like, dude, it's 17 years already. And I was like, fuck. Like, we missed 15. We just
Yeah.
skipped right over
Yeah.
it. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Shout out to My Hands to War.
Pete Holmes, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Chris Hill
Hey, my buddy.
asks, "What Arkansas local band from the past do you wish the new cats on the scene could have experienced?" I know my answer off the rip.
It's always
but
going to be the same answer.
we probably have the same answer.
You go first.
Strike the Choir.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No
It's
question
always
about
going to
it.
be Strike the Choir.
Strike the Choir is a band that set the bar and then kept raising the bar over and over. Like Strike the Choir,
never did
Dustin taught me what a good show should look like.
Yeah. Same. Really.
Yeah.
He got in our band and it was just like the first thing we did, it was like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be like. Like we were searching for something. And we were there, like we had something, but then once
the
once he
craziest
came
thing
in and we
is-
wrote the first song, it's called 557, and it was just
He
ever
was
since
doing
then.
all of this and had all this charisma and like showmanship. And I'm not even sure that he was like familiar with like Josh Scoggin, like the Cherry and shit like that at the time.
No, I don't know.
It's like he was just doing this all on his own accord.
Yeah, he's just a weird dude.
It wasn't like he like saw someone else doing it and was like emulating it. It was like this was like his pure raw talent.
Yep. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was fuck, dude. I'm so glad I got to sit in many rooms with that man and
Yeah.
watch him do
Yeah.
things that I just like, because I can just pull it up, memory replay and just think like, oh, I was here when this happened, and Like one of my all-time favorites is we're recording the EP Isolation Blooms, and he's doing his parts, and we're in my fucking kitchen, and he's doing the part wrong, but it's just backwards. He's playing it backwards, not the normal way. It's all the right notes, but in reverse. And I'm like, what? It's confusing because it's right, but it's wrong. And then he was like, oh, I'm doing it. It's supposed to be this. And then he goes, and then we all just went, why don't we just leave it backwards? Because, like, that's fucking cool. And he was like, okay. And then that's how he did it from then on out. I was just like, you're a fucking wild ride, man. I have in my possession on that phone the last hacking show that never got made. Like, it's in there. Like, they did a big live thing with me, DJ, Justin, and we had, like, cameras, and we spent hours on that shit.
Yeah.
Hours and hours. I got it all right in there. We talked about
the hacking is not something I ever got into personally.
We talked about releasing it, but you know, I don't know. It still makes me sad.
I'm just happy that the last time I ever saw him was on like very good like note and like like able to give him a hug, all that shit. And, like obviously like nobody knew this was probably maybe 3 months before, you know, but shout out to Dustin Montgomery.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
R.I.P. buddy.
Yeah.
Good times. I saw him like the week before. Asshole.
Yeah. I can't imagine.
I don't know. It was tough. I still have his last text message too.
I did for a long time.
He's like apologizing to me for something at the music video thing, and I was just like, dude, you're a fucking... None of it was bad, but he was in his own head.
Yeah.
You know, he was too far gone.
I just remember, so like I used to live with Erickson, and Dustin was over like hanging out, and I was in my room like just doing whatever. He texted me and was like, hey, get the fuck out of here and give me a hug.
I will say, I learned a lot from him about that.
Yeah.
He always gave his friends hugs.
Yeah.
He always told him I loved him before he left. Like,
Yep.
always. He never didn't say I love you before he left. And I try to do that as much as humanly possible. Sometimes I forget, but...
I think my version of that is see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like
See you
I don't want
tomorrow.
to say goodbye because it's like...
It's too permanent.
Like, I want to see you again.
Yeah.
You know, like I want this to continue.
Goodbye hurts.
It's
sometimes.
weird.
Yeah.
It's very finite. It's very like... You know, but then again, it's also like that's usually people's biggest regret is like if they didn't know, like I didn't get a chance to say goodbye.
Maybe
But
that's
it's like maybe that's better.
I wonder if that's why goodbye is so common. Because a long time ago, motherfucker, this might be goodbye.
Yeah.
You never knew.
Yeah.
You know, I'm leaving on a horse. It's a 6-month trip, and I'm going.
Yeah, it was like that might be it.
Yeah, one state away is all I'm
Yeah.
going. You know, and I'm just like, fucking, that's any number of shit.
I don't know.
Can
That's
happen.
interesting to think about because
You
it's
got
like obviously there are
dysentery.
different greetings and shit, but goodbye definitely in this day and age sometimes seems just very.
Maybe it's
like,
just because we're that far along.
Yeah.
You don't need goodbye. It's like see you later, man. You
yeah.
know, like
See
that's
you later,
different. See you later.
like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I say bye, mostly goodbye. Interesting. That's an interesting thought experiment.
Leave in the comments how you
How do you sign
Irish
off?
goodbye people. How do you sign off? Yeah. Sign off to being around people.
I told you I was sick.
All right. Dylan Bradley, shout out Dylan Bradley, is a top fan on Facebook.
He's a new papa too.
He also knew Papa, yeah. Shout out to his baby girl, Lennon.
Aww,
Shout out to Laura,
sweetie.
his wife.
Yeah,
Both
yeah.
incredible musicians.
being parents. Ginger Giant playing sometime soon.
March 2nd.
Okay, that's it.
At Pino's with Census.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes. Corey has all the facts. He definitely does all the behind the scenes
I could
stuff.
see the flyer.
It's a good flyer, yeah.
It's a good flyer. I
flyer.
could see it in my head, but I was just seeing Ginger
Yeah.
Giant. I didn't see the rest of it.
You saw that name and you were like,
Yeah.
I'll be there, as
I'll
if
be
you
there.
weren't going to be there anyway
That's
because
true.
you work.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been at the last 2 shows. The first 2 shows I've missed since I started working there.
Yeah.
It's bumming me out.
Yeah. Apparently February is supposed to be fucking
Have
stupid.
you looked at it's fucking nutty.
No, I haven't,
It's
because they
every
don't fucking update
night.
it.
Oh, it's somebody must have because there's. I mean, like
it
next
finally, like,
week,
the
it's
website
just
is
like
like-
every night.
Okay, that's good.
It's fucking insane. I'm
good.
gonna die. It's fine. I love y'all.
Anyway,
It's been
Dylan
real.
Bradley asked the question, who are you booking for a perfect local show, bands and venue?
Oh, God. Well, I mean, I think we all know what venue. I don't have to say it a million times.
Full Moon Records.
Oh, yeah. Full Moon Records is a great spot. But the perfect show, and I'm going to need to sell the piss out of it too, which we might be having the perfect show.
Again, perfect
soon.
local show.
Yeah, so, damn, that's crazy because you can only pick. I think the perfect show is 3 bands.
I think the perfect show is 4, personally.
25 minutes, 30 minutes. Get the fuck on, go home, do your thing, hang out, whatever. Leave some more time for activities. I just don't think people have the dexterity for that whole like 7-band bill.
I think as long as the show is over by like 10 o'clock, you're good.
That never.
But
happens.
also, nobody's going to show up before 6:37.
That never fucking happens. Yeah, exactly.
So you have to.
You're
that's why I
cramming
think
in
that
so much.
4-man is a perfect number to where you start at 7, it's filled all the way up until 10 o'clock, and you're good.
Yeah,
But I can see the 3-band stuff obviously too.
I don't know who I would pick, honestly.
You got to pick somebody.
Well, I have so many. Well, Zashed. They're just.
Yeah, Zash is solid.
They're so goddamn good. It doesn't even make sense to me. They break my brain in a good way. They make me feel young again. They make me feel like I remember doing this when we were doing that. I wish I could still move like that.
Got to stretch more.
Huh?
You got to
You gotta
stretch,
stretch more. Yeah. Gotta stretch more. Gotta lose 200 pounds. You know, it's. Let's see. Zash for sure. Let's just make them play 3 times. I think, as far as bands that make me super happy, I'm going to say Any Given Room, because I just love watching them. I don't know what it is. They got me.
Yeah.
Recline and Sinker. Zash Any Given Room. We should do this and then just make that set happen.
We very easily could.
I really like Moon Main live.
Okay.
I really do. And their new shit. Actually, but they just did his other band Blast. Fuck their new songs. I had that song in my head for like 3 fucking days. They're really getting their groove back. Or like, not back, but like they're really finding out who they are. That's my favorite shit. When a band figures out who they are and you can see them, carving that out and you're just like, fucking, yeah. It's like a 3-year mark, 2-year mark. You're just like, damn. I don't know. Those are 2 for sure. 3, man, that's a big question. Who do you have, like, encapsulate the whole thing? Can I just open it with my own band since I like my own band so much?
This is your show.
Lame Johnny, Any Given Room, Zashed. That's the show. Fun. That's
nice variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like variety, good, high, and then you end intense as fuck. Everyone knows Zash will come out, play 5 songs, never take a breath, and just fucking leave. And you're like, yes!
Yeah. I mean, for me, like, I think the venue is still Vino's. Oh, sorry.
Boogies.
Yeah, it's just, it itched a little bit. The venue is still Vino's. It's just iconic. It has everything you need. It sounds good. Like, it just feels very, like, homey when you're in there.
It does.
The lineup is not hard to figure out. One of the bands that's on it.
Tiny Towns. yeah. I forgot about Tiny Towns. Fuck,
Tiny
man.
Towns for sure.
Definitely Tiny
Go
Towns.
for Gold for sure.
Definitely Go for Gold. Ooh, maybe
And again,
Go for Gold should be on it.
Again, I think the 4-band bill is like perfect for me.
See, this is the problem. I want like a 20-man, but it needs to be a fest.
Well, yeah.
Because all of them are great in their own way. I'm just trying to think about the things that when I watch them, I'm just like, God damn.
Corey, we've done a fest before. We could do another one.
That's true. But, man.
You say the word, I'll book it tomorrow.
We have to pick a different venue this time.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that was...
We can either pick the venue we should have picked, or we can pick another venue.
But
But the other venue is a little out of the way.
A little bit.
No offense, but we love you. Yeah, Tiny Towns Go for Gold. I'd probably have to say Held Tight.
Ooh, fuck. See, there's so much talent.
Yeah.
See, going back to that other question, there's so many good bands. It's fucking
Well, like
ridiculous.
for me, I'm thinking like, all right, bands that I really love and enjoy, but also bands that like I am really good friends with, because those are the people I want to hang out
I'm
with
not thinking
and like see them
necessarily
succeed.
friendships. I'm thinking like when I watch them, I just get like,
Well,
wow.
that's. I mean, for me, that's Tiny Towns for sure.
Oh,
like,
for
that's
sure.
It's been since the
They're-
first time
they're
I saw
fucking
them
incredible.
until
I remember you texted
day
me
I
like, you
die.
have to see this band.
I texted like 7
I
people.
know.
Like,
You were like, this
fucking-
is the greatest band ever. And I
Yeah.
was like, what is a tiny town? That sounds dumb.
Yeah.
And then you see them and you're like, God damn.
I remember Josh Ray, who's very opinionated. We all know this. Shout out to Josh. We love you.
Check out the episode.
You know I don't mean that in a bad way. He came up to me and he was like, "What band is this?" or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, this is about to be Tiny Towns." I was like, "This is gonna be your new favorite band." He was like, "I don't know. We'll see about that." He came up to me after like their second song and was like, "Holy shit,
They're
they're
so good.
incredible."
Yeah. Play another show,
And he's not
Blaine.
an easy man to play. To
Right.
please, you know.
Play another show, Blaine.
Yeah, Blaine. I know you're not listening to this, but call me. So there's 3. I need a 4th band.
By your standards, yeah. There's so many, dude.
I'm trying to think because I mean, like,
Terminal. And
there's because you say locals, like that puts it in a box, but also
I mean-
obviously they have to be active locals because then it's like it's nice to
Right.
think that this is a show that we could actually put together.
like, right. It has to be something that's actually doable. You can't just be like, if I could come back from the dead, because clearly Strike the Choir's on that show. I'd have to bring 2 things back from the dead: the band and the dude.
Yeah.
Be hard to put him back together. He's ashes.
No, you just said that, and a man popped into my head, and I was like, "Damn, I would throw them on there immediately." But that's not an active band.
Ashes of Augustine.
No.
Oh.
PM Today.
Oh, well, we were talking about them earlier. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. So
Good times.
so yeah, Tiny Towns Go for Gold, Held Tight.
It's a sick show.
It already is.
It's
a sick
already
show, but
ridiculous.
How do you,
Why
how
do you need more
top
than
it?
that?
And then like my promoter brain kind of comes into it,
Right.
of, like what is the band you pull
See,
in to,
that's
like,
what you
help?
shouldn't.
I know.
you
I
should-
have to think of it on strictly like what's my like perfect little
Enjoyment
show.
purposes, yeah. It's tough.
Because then it's like there's that last line. If I don't say the right band, then maybe they'll watch this and be like,
Why not my band? It's like,
yeah.
your band's great too.
So we're
These
just
are
gonna go
like
with Census.
There you go. Also playing soon, March 2nd.
March 2nd. Yeah. Yeah.
Ginger Giant.
Yeah. That's a solid.
It was a
question.
solid show.
Dylan, I'm sorry I didn't say your band. I love both your bands.
God
But-
damn.
You know how it is.
I love so many people's bands. And Held Tight is, I can't believe I didn't think about Held Tight. Yeah, if I could do a fest, I mean, it would literally just be most of the bands in Arkansas.
Miranda Evans asks, what would you do without music? And then in parentheses says, honestly, I don't even want to think about a world without music, but that's the question.
So-
what would you do without music?
What is this like? It never existed, so I don't know about it anyway, or is this something happens to me and now I'm incapacitated and I can't do it?
Let's think of it this way.
Or like, say I had like
you
a
wake
kid.
up tomorrow and you're deaf.
Well, Beethoven was deaf. I'm
What
almost
is-
deaf. I'm going deaf in this year for sure.
You know what I mean, though? Like, you can't hear a goddamn thing.
I would still play. I could figure it out, especially drums.
Yeah, but playing, obviously, I think you can get past that with the
Because
vibrations
I
and
can
shit.
write songs in my head and play them
But
on drums,
listening to
and
music.
Justin could easily write something to
But
it.
listening to music, I don't think would ever be the same.
Well, no, you can't listen to music. It's gone. You would just hear
Live, sure.
You know, just be like vibrations
But like
and stuff.
popping in headphones when you already can't hear, like
Yeah,
it's
can't
just,
do it,
You
yeah.
know, it's just
Which that scares the shit out of me. It's more like a tinnitus ring thing.
I don't know how to qualify that, but obviously, like,
If I would say it's like something happened. Let's go on that angle. Like, say something happened. Like, I don't know. Ended up. Honestly, the only thing that would take me away from music is if like I got Kaylee pregnant and we had a child. Because then I'm like, it's father time. I believe in that wholeheartedly. You just go be a dad. I would just go be a dad for at least a little bit.
yeah. I mean, I think there's obviously a balance to all of it.
I think to do that though, it's like you're already replacing it with something. If something took me away from music, I'm either fucking dead or I've got something to put that into. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a
Yeah.
child, and I still would have this
because
podcast.
you use it just as much as an outlet as anything. Like even the like aspect of like I love doing and playing music, like you also use it as like this is like a therapy
It's
like session for
therapy.
me.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even know how much that was true until we got where we couldn't do it. And then we were doing it still. Well, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, dude, we have to practice. What fuck shit was years ago. Fuck
yeah.
that shit.
Um,
It's all bullshit. No. We did it and it was awesome and you need it. If it's in my bones. So like I would just be dead, honestly. Or play music at home too. If you got a kid and they're just like in a little stroller.
I'd be very bored.
Well,
like
you'd be shooting
that
weddings.
question makes me think of that question makes me think of that little like interaction you and Bruce had on his episode about like what do people that aren't into this world like
what do they
have that can match that experience of like being in the crowd singing the words to your favorite song or like getting to meet that guy who's like in that band that you've always looked up to.
Right.
Like what is like the equivalent of that to them?
I don't know, man. Family is all I can think of. But I don't think that's I don't know if that's the same thing though. Like yes, you see your child, I can't imagine what looking at your own being that you created would be like because I haven't done that.
Damn, you got babies on your mind.
But no, I'm just saying like all my friends, they leave because they start families. That's almost always it. Or they get a really good job. But then they're just married to that job. And I don't think a lot of them.
And then you see them in 5 years and they're like, man, I miss playing music with you, buddy.
I bet they do. They all do.
It's like, okay, well, you know, if you just drove a slightly less expensive car, you probably could be playing music with me.
Maybe. You know, it's the
like,
it's the time is the problem.
You didn't have to buy that brand new Bronco.
Keeping up with the Joneses and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it's fine. That's how you want it. That's fine. But
yeah,
I don't want that. So
well, it's like someone basically offered that opportunity to me once, and the caveat was like, dude, you won't have any time to do anything.
You don't
else.
know how many six-figure.
And
jobs
the second that they said that,
yeah,
didn't answer any more phone calls.
Yeah, I'm good. I've turned down so many. It's insane.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm poor by my own accord.
Oh,
for
fuck
sure.
Yeah, super poor.
If I can't do this, and I don't want to do that.
Like if we explain the gravity of how like in poverty both of us are, some people would be like, "You okay?"
I'll be fine, but like I'll go outside and fuck kill a raccoon and eat. I'm fine, but
I don't know about all
Kurt
that.
can't.
I mean, if I had to,
you gotta have a. We gonna kill it with camera. You got a bow and arrow.
I don't.
You don't. You got a gun.
I've got a skateboard. I don't know.
That's good. That's all you need. Bash its little head in as it makes little weird raccoon death noises.
I know where to find a gun.
Yeah, my house.
Full Moon Records asked the question.
Oh boy.
Ooga booga.
Ooga booga.
No, that's not actually what they asked.
I prefer
Full Moon
Dugga
Records
Dugga.
asks, if you can go back in time to when you first got into the music scene, what advice would you tell yourself?
Run. No.
It's a wildly introspective question.
Honestly, man, this is going to hurt somebody's feelings for sure. Mine, like people attach to me or something, but like pick, like don't let the hype override picking the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Like I did that, unfortunately, a couple of times, and it cost me big time. Truly, it really did. Those are stories I haven't told, and I don't know if I will, but, you know, I would go back and be like, really think about, you know, really just sit and think about the decision you're going to make if it's a big one. Yeah.
But also,
because the kids definitely could be doing some cool fucking things.
But also, don't overthink it.
Well,
it's a fine line.
Not like the in the moment, sure, but when like a don't overthink like the moments thing. Like live in the moment for sure.
Yeah.
But when a big opportunity comes up, really think about who you're with and why you're there and those kind of things, and like really, you know, don't just be like yeah, because sometimes yeah isn't yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of motherfuckers that have said yeah that are now working day jobs because their band owes a lot of money to somebody. Because all the chance they said, yeah.
That's true too. But I would, you know, yeah.
Too many of those motherfuckers.
Well, I'd say there's more than with the other, right? There's probably more people who got fucked than made it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, the ones that made it just found a way to continue doing it,
Right.
even though they were getting fucked.
Yeah. Well, it was just livable for them.
I mean, like just for example, Jeff, he was on here.
Right.
He was talking about like how his like royalty checks from when he was in a band are the opposite. He still gets bills.
Right. Right.
For shit that was like happened in 2007 that
Right.
like the label paid for, and now they're like, well, you're never gonna live it off.
Right.
You know.
And that's
And
how
generally
that
the
works.
label is the one picking those numbers because they know that you'll never be able to pay it back.
Well, and they don't even give you the real thing
Yeah.
because it's just never paid. Like we brought it up on there, like
Yeah.
a band that can sell 10,000 records. We know how much it costs to make an album. You made your money back, you know, especially with some of the bands that we know that they talk on their pods and they're like, we still don't get royalty checks because they say we still owe them money for the album. And it's like,
Yeah.
there's no fucking way they still owe money
Like
for
a
that
very
record.
expensive
There's
album
no way.
in like this realm, like the metal realm, is like 10 grand.
Right.
That's like very expensive.
Right.
But these labels will be like, here's $100,000 to go
Yeah.
towards your album. And then it's like, all right, you're never going to pay that off ever.
Never. You're going to go buy a van and all this stuff, and you're going to think that's great.
Oh, and
It
then
is
also,
great.
we're going to send you
But-
the merch up front, but
Right.
also for every $20 you spend, you get to keep 3.
Right. Oh, and you have to buy your CDs
yeah,
from us.
yeah,
You
you
got
have
to
to
buy your
buy- yeah.
CDs, and then you can sell them and keep.
Which in the olden days,
and we're going to sell them
it
for
was-
$9 at Best Buy.
Yeah,
so if
and-
you want to sell them for $20, you're fucked.
In the olden days, it was like you buy your CDs from us for like $2-3, but you have to
Right.
buy like 200 of
Mhm.
them, and then you sell them on the road for $10 a piece.
Right. You were just paying
Back
the
when people
cost.
were actually buying that shit, though.
That's true. Well, they're buying physical media now, but now it's vinyls, and those are
I think
much
this
harder
whole
to
like
transport.
physical media is disappearing thing is going to obviously,
Did you see what the fuck Xbox did?
yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them, dude.
They,
God damn
they
them.
laid off 1,900 people, one of which is a friend of mine.
Unreal.
And then they said, hey, we have a $3 trillion valuation now.
Yep.
And then they said, oh, so also we're not going to make any more physical games.
Yep.
Well, I think right now they just said that for specific studios, not across the board.
But dude, that's just the first. If you think,
That's-
oh well,
I
they're
meant to
just
go to Walmart. They're completely discontinuing all the physical copies of Starfield,
what?
which is like
Wait,
one
it's
of the
already-
newer
it's
like
already
huge
out.
games.
What
No,
the
it's
fuck?
already out, but now they're pulling them all from shelves.
Why?
I don't know.
What is the fucking point? Why not just sell out of the fucking physical?
Well, they are, but
to
they're
me,
like
that's a power play
they have
where
them
they don't
selling them at like 3 cents. It is. It's very like, hey,
'Cause
we
they
know
don't-
this is our biggest IP, so if we can throw this in the dirt, like, I don't know. Everything is going the way
We're
of
not even going to give you a
Yeah.
chance to have it because fuck you.
their like reasoning is we're taking the money that we're investing into printing physical shit
Fuck that
and putting it into being able to funnel that into the subscription-based service thing.
bullshit.
That's what they're saying.
Bullshit.
It's just they're
Yeah.
just pinching pennies, but they're
That's
trying to
how-
make up for the fact that they
it's-
just bought Activision.
Well, that and it's a complete control. Now they can just, oh, that game didn't do well. Sayonara.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bye. We're just going to delete it. Fuck you.
That's the thing is like their
And
games. now
Nintendo's
that,
doing
like,
it with Mario Maker 1 right now.
Yeah,
In March or the end of February,
Nintendo's always been known for that
it's
kind of shit.
gone. The game, the whole game is an internet-based game. You
Yeah.
make levels, you send it out,
Yeah.
everybody gets to play. They're turning off the servers.
That was
so
that was a big thing with the Wii too.
all you can do now is just play the levels
'Cause
you
they-
make, and that's it.
Because they like turned off the Wii store or whatever.
Yes.
But they didn't say that when they did that you would lose any games you bought online.
Did you?
Yeah.
See, that's so fucked.
You had to like go replace them physically if you wanted to keep that game.
Now imagine a movie comes out and it's your favorite movie, and they're just like, nah, which Netflix has already done.
Yeah.
It's already happening. And so they're like, never mind. We don't want this to be out. Fuck all of you. It's gone.
I love physical media. I always have. But that's also like our generation.
I think I'm
you
getting
know?
to the point where it's like, I can't handle that, man. I
Yeah.
can't handle paying somebody money for something and then them being like, oh, you don't own it. What the fuck do
Yeah.
you mean?
Yeah. That's the part that's always sketched me about like buying movies or anything like through like the Xbox or through like a service, because it's like if you don't give me the ability to download that movie and put it on my own server or like storage,
They had
then like if you decide to just stop carrying that movie on your thing,
Yep.
I paid you $20 for that.
They do all the time, by the way.
Constantly.
Constantly.
I paid you $20 for that, and then you tell me like, "Oh, that's fine, but we don't carry that movie anymore."
Right. You just bought the license to watch it. Is all you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus if I buy a physical copy of something, I can watch it whenever the fuck I want forever.
I swear to God. Yeah, in perpetuity, like infinite.
It's been a scary thought recently.
Well, it's because it's happening.
Yeah.
Everyone said, "Oh no, they won't do that," and now it's happening.
I mean,
it seems on a monthly basis you're seeing another thing disappear.
I didn't think it would ever happen.
I did.
Obviously
because I have
like
no faith in these fucks.
the telltale sign was like CDs.
Oh, dude, they dropped that shit like a bad habit.
But now it's crazy to me that like movies and games are like I never thought games would go the same way. But I think that's also the downside of like the internet catching up to where it is now, like as far as speeds.
I don't know, man.
Because it went from that was never feasible
Xbox
because
360,
it's like
they just turned off its fucking thing.
well, like that was never feasible because like you couldn't download a 100 GB game; it would take you fucking all week. Versus now, it takes you half a day.
But a lot of fucking people, that's still the case.
Yeah.
I bet if you looked up how many people have high-speed internet in America, it's not most. And so a lot of people who are gaming, especially like when you look up how many people have gaming consoles, like how many people are online gaming versus have high-speed internet. Is that a thing? You think somebody already did all that math? I bet we could. They just got to deal in a lot of fucking numbers. You'd have to look at how many PlayStations did they sell, how many fucking... You know, who's doing all that? Kurt's Googling.
It's kind of a high number.
What?
An estimated 78.1% of people in the U.S. households have high-speed internet.
What do they consider high speed?
I don't.
Because I don't believe that at all.
And according to the Federal Communications Commission, as of 2022, more than 97 people have access to it. That doesn't mean they have it.
Well,
They
yeah,
mean
that's
they
just
have access to
companies fucking. You know, you can tell me that AT&T's selling me high-speed internet and it's fucking 2 megabytes.
Currently,
That's
42 million Americans have no access to broadband.
No access.
The FCC
So is broadband what they're labeling high-speed?
Okay. I was literally reading that. The FCC defines broadband as having download speeds of a minimum of 25 megabits per second or upload speeds of at least 3 megabytes per second, which is pretty fair. Pretty fair speeds. Not great. But that's like the basic standard.
Dude, I was paying for that on AT&T, and I was getting 6. So they're just going off what is theoretically available.
As of 2023, 92% of individuals in the United States have access to high-speed internet.
Access.
That's internet that is faster than those standards that we were just saying.
25 megabytes.
Yeah.
And that's if it's actually that.
It just has to be
Mine
faster
wasn't.
than that. It can be 26 megabytes per second, and it's considered
I don't
high speed.
I don't consider that high speed at all.
Well, no, but by their
like
standards.
y'all have what, 50 and
ours is
and y'all
ours
shit
is
is
hit
like,
or miss.
hit it like a motherfucker. There are times I come over here, I have to take my phone off the fucking Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Granted, y'all do have a lot of things running on it. I will say that. I will give it that. Y'all's router is busy, but still. Oh, what's the next question?
Yeah, we're getting like 60 right now. Oh shit, I lost it. Our friend BJ Cook of the band Pantheon.
BJ, they're in New Orleans right now, or they were. They played
Shreveport.
last night. No, I thought it was New Orleans.
Shreveport.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
BJ Cook asks, how much damage did you do to your toilet after eating all those chicken nuggets?
Well, I will say I got a text message from Will the next day, and he was like, dude, I feel great. And I was like, I hate you. And he was like, you feel bad? I was like, dude, I feel horrendous. Now, in hindsight, I think we know why I felt horrendous. Not going into too much details, but clearly was a bad thing to do when you have...
It might have been the nail in the coffin.
You know, so... but it took me 3 days. 3 days of unsettling, violent shits. And on the third day, it passed. And I knew when it passed.
On the third day, we opened the cave and he was gone.
Right. Like when it passed, I was like, oh, thank God. It's out of me. I knew it. It was that fucking gross. Oh, man, it was bad. It was so bad.
You ever had one of those like crazy like protein shits where you're like,
oh yeah,
you literally wish that it would just be like that scene from Alien where it would just pop out. You could just Like, that seems easier than pushing out my butthole right now.
Yeah. Yeah, protein poops, man.
Protein shits are I never, like, fully experienced how bad that was until I just, like, I was trying to do, like, a keto kick, and I was like, I really like beef jerky. And I ate a shit ton of beef jerky.
See, that's the issue we get.
That's like all I ate.
That's bad.
It was bad.
Yeah, beef jerky's not that great.
And it felt like a fucking boulder, and then it was like pebbles.
Full of sodium, super bad. Like, that stuff's loaded up with bad shit.
Ooh,
it's good for poor keto, but yeah, if you can avoid it. Anyway, it was fucking miserable, BJ. Thanks for bringing that up.
Our friend Kurt Lunsford, friend of the show.
Yeah. Shout out Kurt.
What is Corey's favorite movie?
It's 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Never seen it.
I can watch it every day.
Never seen it.
It's magical to me.
Never seen
Stanley Kubrick. It's just one of those films where, like, he's got that he had that thing. The cinematography, and this movie was made in like the 70s. I think maybe even the 60s. It might have been 69. It's like we're not getting shit like this today. Barely. Dune would be a good one to Club Moon.
Did you see the Dune 2 popcorn container?
No.
Oh my god. I gotta show it to you real quick.
So we're getting things like that in sparingly, but that dude somehow was able to do it for every movie, and that movie is so perfect. Oh my god. Show that to the camera.
They
dude.
know. They already know.
That's a straight.
They're fully aware.
Oh, I'm taking that home.
Yeah.
Dude. What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm just going.
Whose idea
I'm
was
going
that?
to the theater just to get one of those, and then I'm coming straight home.
Yeah, dude.
Because you can't leave me alone in the theater with that
Oh
thing.
my god. You just a bunch of popcorn on the floor after all the Dune movies. What's happening to all the popcorn?
Hey, can I get the Dune 2 popcorn container? They start. No, don't put popcorn in it.
Yeah.
Just the oil.
Just
the
empty,
oil.
empty that
Just
out. Put all that shit back. Dude, that's wild.
The internet's been going crazy over this. They're like, who the fuck designed this? Because they know.
No one's.
They know.
Design teams are multiple people. Like, there's no way that got through without
Who
someone going,
this?
who's fucking this thing?
It's textured and everything.
I mean, wow. That's amazing.
If you don't know what we're talking about, look up the Dune 2 popcorn container.
It's suggestive. Wow.
There are tentacles. I understand what they were doing.
I mean, I get it too, but damn. Now I can't watch that movie the right way.
Not without one of those next to me. Anyway, my favorite movie is probably The Other Guys.
I could watch that movie every day.
Literally.
Nobody knows why they did it, but that shit was crazy. The silent fight in the funeral home. I don't think that movie had a script, dude. I think they just went, here is some of the world's top brass in comedy.
Are you quoting TLC right now?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? What are we coming in here? Huh? Just go. Hey, calm down. That was also one of Keaton's like return films. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
That's like one of his first films back after that 20-year fucking hiatus he had. Man, oh God, I'm so glad he started acting again, dude. So glad. I love Michael Keaton so much.
Did he go off the rails after Birdman? Was that what it was?
No, this was before that. Birdman. He did Birdman. He did that one. He did. There was another, he was doing these, he kind of was dipping his feet back in with these cameo roles. And he did one before that movie, The Other Guys, that was he was 2 scenes. It was oh my God, is that Michael Keaton? What the fuck? And then he's in The Other Guys, and you're like, oh shit, is he coming back? And then now he's fucking Vulture and Spider-Man. He's killing it. I love that dude. He's Birdman. What are you reading now? IMDb?
I was looking up facts about The Other Guys.
Oh.
It said Samuel L. Jackson's role was originally written for Michael Chiklis. Yeah.
Would have been good still.
The stunt team put a racing engine in the Prius.
America!
Yeah.
Did you scream out America?
The tuna versus lion debate was fully improvised.
100%.
How do you script that?
Well, I'm a 900-pound tuna, and now I have a taste for flesh. So I develop a way to breathe on land. Maybe I use kelp, wrap it around my body. Dude.
It's so in depth, and he's just like, you know what? He just spills the coffee on him.
It's so fucking great. That movie's so perfect. God, I love that movie. Whose question was that? That was a good question.
That was mine.
Oh, it was yours? That's a good question.
So Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg could have instead starred in Cop Out, but they went with the other guys.
Whoa. Dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I like Cop Out too, even though apparently the set was a nightmare. But I like Cop Out.
I didn't even realize this. I should have known this.
What?
Dirty Mike was played by Adam McKay, the director.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that. I
mean,
I see it
should've,
now. I'm like, all right.
Because I know what he looks like.
Yeah.
And he's definitely Dirty Mike. Dirty Mike and the boys. Thanks
right.
for the F Shack.
We're on the last question.
Okay, all
and
right.
it's a doozy. Go ahead and get your stretches in.
I'm stretched.
Who would you? Well, I guess I should say.
I'm married, Kurt.
The Dune 2 popcorn bucket. The Dune 2.
Yeah.
Our friend Zachary Carlisle, who is also a top
Everyone
fan
go
on
check out his
Facebook.
art. Zach Carlisle makes wicked ass art. Please go look at his stuff.
Also a
it's
top
fucking
fan
awesome.
on Facebook.
Yes.
Asks the question: who would you get to direct a biopic about you, and who would you cast to play you?
Chris Farley. No. Well, not a bad choice. He's dead, but maybe his brother. Oh, yeah, Chris Farley's brother. I used to would have said, well, no, that's actually not bad. That's actually a pretty good casting call. And direct?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, it can't be anyone.
Well, I would like to think of myself as important enough for Martin Scorsese.
See, no, I don't want to.
But also,
But that's too
he said
much.
that the Avengers wasn't cinema, and I have to disagree. So
Yeah, well, that's because he's fucking 100. And what was the last good thing he made? Shut up.
The Killers of the Flower Moon just came out last year. It's fucking insane.
I don't watch new movies anymore. I'm out.
You would love this movie.
I don't know, man.
You would love it, other than the fact that it's 3.5 hours.
See, why? I don't mind a long movie.
It's good.
Why is people just now talking about it then?
They have been talking about it, Corey. You don't get on the internet.
No, I don't. That much. You're right. That's
Corey's like, nobody's talking about it. It's
That's
like,
fair.
well,
they are. You're just not looking. You know what? That's fair, Kurt. You know when I'm wrong, and I am not small enough to admit that. Okay, Chris Farley's brother, definitely. Maybe Adam Sandler as a director. Kind of hit the
I
goofy.
see him more in the producer role.
Goofy could add, yeah, okay. Adam Sandler's a producer. Chris Farley's brother is acting, playing me. Man, like one of my favorites. I mean, all my favorites are dead. JJ? I love JJ Abrams.
How many fucking light flares do you want in your? I know I'm
All
thinking
of
of.
You know
what's his
me.
name?
I love a good
Not
light
J.J.
flare.
Abrams. I'm thinking of the other dude, Michael Bay.
Oh, they're both light flare
Fucking
queens.
light flare,
Like it's
yeah.
both pretty bad. I'll go JJ. Michael Bay would be good though.
JJ's a great. So I hate this director, but this is probably who I would pick.
Oh, you know, well, okay, never mind. Go.
Ryan Johnson.
Why do you hate Ryan Johnson? Because of 8?
Yeah.
I think
He
people are
fucked
wrong
it
about
up
that.
completely.
I mean, the casino scene, yeah. He fucked. That's
He ruined
insane.
the whole movie. The movie
No, I
doesn't
don't
make
think-
any sense.
No. I think,
He was like, I see where you're going here, but also I made Knives Out, so
yeah.
like that was
Well,
the
that's
whole,
after
yeah.
that. So I mean, he's a good director.
No, Knives Out came out before 8. The first
No.
one, yeah,
Are you sure?
pretty sure.
I need you to Google that. 'Cause I think that's his after project. Once Disney canned him, 8 gets a lot of hate, but I'm not against it vehemently. I think if you take out the casino scene, the movie's a lot better. And there is a cut. I think someone actually made a cut where they deleted the casino scene completely because it just makes no fucking sense. Although he did ruin the entire arc that they were trying to set up. Okay, you know what? You're right. Because they were trying to go for something
Okay,
bigger.
you're okay. Yeah, came out after
Yeah. Like a lot after.
2019.
Yeah, years. When was 8?
But Looper came out before that, and Looper was good.
Looper rules. He was trying something different, dude.
You don't try something different with fucking Star Wars.
Listen, I don't disagree, but I'm just saying, as an artiste,
it was so bad that they were like, "You're never
You're fired.
Never again."
Not only was it never again, he didn't get his spinoff.
He was supposed to get a spinoff and a trilogy.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like they
were just like,
done forever.
Remember that scene where Rey is fighting that dude, and then he has a knife in his hand, and then it just disappears all of a sudden, and suddenly she's like kills him. Yeah. Remember Snoke, who we built up to be this whole fucking crazy ass
cut
thing,
him in
and you were
half
just
in
like,
8 seconds.
He doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. It was
And
some
then
pretty
JJ
bad
had to come in
choices.
and be like, "What is this Prometheus bullshit?"
Right. Well, he had to save it, which 9 is fine, but man,
9 is fine, but think of what 9 would have been if
right.
8 was good.
they should have just gave the whole thing to JJ. I know.
Why were you doing this?
I don't know. I think they were trying to do because although the first those weren't all directed by George Lucas.
No.
There were other directors involved, so it's like I kind of see where they were going, but at the same time, bah humbug.
What lost me?
Mm-hmm.
Like this happened, and I literally in the theater as I'm watching it for the first time was like, "Fuck this movie." Leia being force sensitive and fucking flying her ass back into the thing.
That made me angry. I was in the theater going
after multiple shit came out that was like her wishes were like not to be like posthumously like put in the movies other than shit she had filmed.
Right.
She was like, I don't want to be in like the next one. Like you got to figure something out. That would have been such a beautiful death.
Yeah.
Like her like freezing to death, like cryogenically like being frozen in like space or whatever.
Forever. Yeah.
And like obviously they would get her and like bury her and all that whatever. But if the fact that like
Guardians of the Galaxy
nowhere style. Like I don't think in any other movies that I know
Look
of.
how well it worked with Yondu.
One of the most beautiful
iconic fucking scene. Like
a Ravager's funeral.
Dude. So I was bawling like a fucking baby. And for Leia, I was sitting in the theater going, what the fuck, man? She's not a fucking force thing. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, all of a sudden, oh no, yeah, it makes sense that she's force sensitive because she's a Skywalker. It's like
that doesn't mean anything.
It's random. It doesn't like it's not in the blood.
You're
like,
not following the parameters that were already set by.
Were the parents force sensitive?
Right, no, not at all.
They probably still have their fucking farm if they were.
Oh yeah, and not fucking dead.
Yeah, so right.
Fucking
like
idiots.
What the fuck? Anyway. Thus concludes our Q&A.
And now that we're good and drunk.
Wait, did I look at the ones from today?
I don't know.
I think I did, but
was there a today portion of the
program? I posted
program?
like another one.
Oh, okay. In the meantime,
answer that. Okay. So,
shows.
Are you just reading my page?
No,
because that's on my page.
That's all you put?
No, that's not all I put.
Oh,
it did say more shows.
Oh, yeah.
Talking points.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did the Q&A.
This is a wildly different pod. I like it.
I know, and you're gonna love the fact that we're only like an hour in.
Hell yeah. I'm feeling good.
You know what? Hand me that tea in there.
I will.
I need a refresher.
Tea refresher.
If you ever want to know the way to my heart, it's Milo's sweet tea and lemonade. The mixture.
The Arnie Palmy. Oh wait, what are we calling it now? Dead billionaire.
I'm not gonna call it that live on the podcast because I don't want to get sued by his estate.
I don't think that's how it works.
Because I guess that they need money.
No, they don't.
Well, dead billionaires don't make money.
No, that's true. A pot is weird when you're producing it by yourself.
I know you can't see this, but there are like 4 empty jugs of that laying around the room. That's how much I drink of this.
And they're all filled with piss.
One of them's filled with money. It's my dream camera fund, and there's like 74 cents in it right now. So if you want to donate to that,
I got like
my Cash App is $CrashCast.
We do have one.
We do.
We call it
I don't
Crash
even know if
Cash.
there's any money in there. We never check it.
It's on my iPad. I think there's like $4 in there.
Hey, that's a beer.
Yeah, that's a beer.
It's a beer.
It's a beer.
Yeah.
What else? Let's do the list.
All right, so let's start Ringo Report.
I'm having
How
a
are you
fucking
feeling
great
about that?
time. I love it.
Yeah,
people love it. Except
Yeah.
I think Ringo's got a hater.
What do you mean?
Have you seen the statistics?
Oh yeah. There's always one dislike.
There's one.
I noticed that. Yeah.
I was like, this is like a sweetheart of a person.
It'll be like 20 likes,
think
but like 89% or something.
It's like 98.8 is what it says. That's like that's
there's
one.
one motherfucker being like,
yeah,
and they don't do that on our videos. They don't do that on the regular episodes. They just do it on the Ringo Report.
Somebody's got.
I'm sorry, Brandon. I don't know why.
Somebody's got it out for Ringo, bro.
There's nothing I can do about it.
I think it's hilarious. I'm like, bro, someone has the.
What if it's him? What if it's Brandon?
What if it's
are
him
you doing
Hey,
it?
you know what? That would actually be low key awesome. He's like, I'm
you
not gonna
the
like
one-
him with this.
Are you the one disliking your own?
What if he's watching it going like, I can do better? Dislike, and he'll like it once he does. I think he's doing great.
No,
I
yeah,
actually,
this last one was the easiest one to record.
I don't have
Least amount of cuts. Like it was very quick.
like y'all do it.
Yeah,
I don't have any real anything. He's like, how do you want? I was like, dude, be your like.
that's what
This
I would tell
whole
him.
thing is to be yourself.
Like, if
Dude.
you have an idea, we'll try it.
It's punk rock here. Just
Yeah.
do whatever. And he was just like, awesome. And I love it.
I think to a certain extent, like he's looking for some structure. Like he wants us to be like, do this, but
I mean, you know,
you know,
but great idea. I did the artwork.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I think it turned
Yeah.
out good.
you sent it to me, and I was like, this is gonna go to his head.
I sent it to him, and he goes, it was like all caps, you know, I love this.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hell
dope. Yeah, it's good. It's cool, though.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's like, I think it, like when you see it, you're like, okay, I know what this is.
Yeah. Well, I just know, like, so we haven't referenced it on an actual podcast yet.
That's true.
And we haven't really shared it very much. We just post on YouTube.
We got to start putting it in the
you know.
the meta scheduler thing that I use.
Yeah.
I have to start.
Yeah.
I just have to start adding those.
But yeah, it's.
So it's like Thursdays at like noon or something.
I mean, I usually edit on Wednesday night, and then I just post it for like if I edit it early Wednesday night, I'll post it for like 6 a.m. or
And it's
whatever.
a YouTube only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's kind of a video content style thing.
If you're listening to this, you see in the Spotify feed or whatever, you're like, what the fuck is the Ringo Report?
Right.
On YouTube, we have another segment now. It's usually 10-ish minutes. That's kind of what we're shooting for.
Which is a great 10 minutes is so
super
perfect.
quick. Just kind of like a state of the scene of like, hey, here's the shows that are coming up. Here's a band I heard about that you should check out kind of thing. But it's hosted by our friend Brandon Ringo. It should be a weekly segment. It just kind of depends on, you know, we skipped a week because of weather, shit like that. But
And scheduling's a motherfucker. Yeah.
But he's off on Tuesdays, so it's perfect. He just comes over on Tuesdays. We record it real quick. And then,
He's busy. We're busy.
yeah.
But so far, so great. I love it. I pre-made a bunch of cards for it.
He has a lot of cool ideas, too, that he wants to expand with it. But it's just kind of like right time, right place type of thing.
Right. That's kind of how it always is. You got to let it grow.
Yeah.
It's got to be natural. Like this thing.
Yeah.
I was just sitting here thinking, like, this is so old school style. I'm running this switcher thing. I feel good, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna just let you produce them.
And we're just bullshitting.
I don't even need to be here anymore.
Kurt just walks out in his t-shirt. He's like, it's on. Okay, Kurt, see you later.
Yeah, literally.
Goes back to sleep.
That's all I gotta do now.
See, that sucks because now you're like, I'm tired here. Which I don't mind.
You know what I think about sometimes, though? Imagine if we would have been to this point back when I had that cool-ass studio. Dude.
Would have been
I
hard to
think
leave.
about that place so much.
That would have been
No,
hard
it was
to leave.
very easy to leave when they said how much they wanted
Well,
for rent.
That's shame on them.
But for a business in that area, that number didn't seem crazy.
Now it does.
It seemed crazy during the fact that they were asking us that in April of a pandemic starting.
Oh, that's right.
The pandemic
Because-
started and they said, hey, we know you're paying $1,700 a month, which was already way too much.
We would like you to pay $2,500.
We wanted you to. They wanted us to pay like $2,100
Yeah, it was like
a month.
$2,100. That's so fucking stupid. That's so damn dumb.
And we were just because we were making it work, but
I don't know how.
it was working because of the work that was coming in because of the space.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's right. Because Eric had like that biomass
Yeah,
photo
yeah.
pit thing. Yeah, that was sick.
Well, so he was like working for like multiple like high end clientels.
We got to get Eric back on, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love Eric.
I texted him the other day. He's incredible. He's been doing a lot of cool shit.
That's who we should ask. I didn't even think about him. We should because he hasn't been on since audio.
Yeah,
He hasn't been on a
No,
visual
been
one.
for fucking ever.
Yeah,
I'll text him after.
that'd be
this.
fantastic.
I think I have maybe the 11th book, but still figuring it out.
Yeah, well, I don't like giving it away. I like the
If people
mystery.
ask, I'll tell them, but
I
I'm
do
not
too.
I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody.
It's fun though.
Anyway, what was I saying?
Talking about the studio space.
Yeah, that
We're
studio
talking about
space is
Eric.
incredible. I think
was
about
so-
that so much.
Dude, it was so
Oh.
good.
Oh, I miss it.
And I don't know that you'll ever have
But it's a
something.
yoga studio now, and I think that's better fit for it.
Whatever. What's a better
There were a
fit?
lot of issues with that place too, though. Like it was fucking.
Yeah, like when the AC was
They-
on, it would just leak into
They
the
like
fucking room.
they built that motherfucker without thinking about like
Any
ventilation,
Yeah.
like fire suppress. Like our fire alarm went off. You have to turn it off from inside the building, and they have to like call somebody to come do it. So we had like a storefront. So we didn't have access to the actual building. We just had access to our unit on the storefront, like on the sidewalk. But yeah, they had to call somebody, and they were like, "Well, I live like 45 minutes away."
Well, you better bring your
And-
fucking ass.
And they had to, they kind of come do it, and then they were like, well, I don't know where it is. And then they finally figured it out. It was like 2 hours of the fucking loud ass fire alarm going off in a building with like 200 units.
Oh no, hell no.
Yeah, and it was our
Hell
fault.
no. It was y'all's fault.
Yeah,
Y'all was lighting things on fire.
no, we were like he put like I don't remember if it was him or me. Put something in the air fryer, and there was like grease in the air fryer, and it just fucking smoke everywhere.
Isn't that something? There was grease in the air fryer. That,
Yeah.
those three words don't go together.
I don't get it. We
You
didn't.
smoked out.
Yeah, no, it was
Y'all use that
fucking
air
bad.
fryer like a
We
fucking
lived off that air
lived
fryer.
in that goddamn thing. Every time I came over, you're like, "You want something in the air fryer?"
Air fryer and a fucking pressure cooker.
Yeah.
You don't need a kitchen.
You don't. We don't have one. I haven't had one in 3
Yeah.
years. You don't. We cook every meal on stuff.
My favorite way to cook, flat top.
We have one.
The,
That's
like,
my grill.
that flat top grill outside.
Yeah.
Favorite.
I have
thing.
one inside and outside.
Yeah.
I love it. Catch me grilling
Nothing tops it. You cook anything on it.
anything. Dude, we have the Ninja air fryer thing, the big one. Fuck.
I
yeah,
didn't know those
mean,
existed until I went over to Jacob's house one time and he made like chicken fajitas on it.
It's so
And I was
fucking
like, this is
amazing.
incredible.
Yeah. This is the last Christmas gift I got from
Like
my dad.
square, like indoor,
Yep.
like yeah, those are awesome.
It's the shit.
I'd rather do that than like a skillet and shit, you know.
Yeah, I mean, what's funny is when we moved in there, I had some extra money at the time. I was doing probably the best I'd ever been doing.
Yeah.
Ever in my life. And I was like, let's go get some real dishes. Like, for real. Like, we're new home. Let's get a set. We're going to have them when we're 80, right?
Yeah.
So I spent $600.
That sounds like a lot of
On-
money.
Dude, I bought the best shit they had. I was like, I want the top-notch thing that I like. And there was a couple of different. There was one that was a little bit more, but not much more. And I was like, this is it. This looks cool as fuck. And I just bought it. Bro, we used it maybe 5 times and the stove caught on fire in the middle of the night. I told you about that. I woke up. The house was filled with plastic black smoke. And I was like, are your eyes burning? Kaylee's like, yeah. And I got up and I'm like, oh my God, there's smoke billowing out of the stove. I was like, God damn it.
What was in the stove?
Nothing. It caught on fire. Like, it internally caught on fire. It was an all-electric stove and the wiring melted and started a fire.
I've been in a situation like that, but it's because my aunt left. She used to put bread in the microwave. No, it was in the oven. That's what it was. It was in the oven.
And just left it.
And she preheated it.
And
With like the like loaf of bread in the plastic in the fucking oven.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
You meant like I thought you were just like baking a loaf of bread. I'm like,
No,
yeah, that's what you
no.
do. You mean like
That's just where she stored
like
it.
Sunbeam?
Yeah. She was just like put it on a thing and throw it in the rack, and like there were a couple of like loaves in there, yeah, like that, like hamburger, like a
couple
whole,
of
yeah.
loaves.
And she went to preheat the fucking oven, and
That happens. See, that's why you don't store shit in your stove, man.
yeah,
You
never.
don't store things in your stove unless it's cast iron, because it can just heat up and be
Like,
fine.
put a fucking sticky note.
If
on
you
it,
forget
be
that,
like,
you're like, oh, let me just take that out
put a
real
sticky
quick.
note. I was like, there's a pizza in here.
Yeah.
You know, like whatever.
Or have you ever fucked up and cooked the pizza on the cardboard? Like I've seen that a few
Yes.
times where it like
Yeah.
catches on fire.
Still ate it.
Yeah. Ugh.
I'm just kidding.
You're like,
Is Love's your favorite gas station stop?
Hmm?
Is Love's your favorite gas station stop?
Used to be.
I mean, I'm not asking that because of the shirt, but I'm asking it because of the shirt.
Out of there, used to be, man. Like, I mean, they're still good, but there's so many better ones now. QT is fucking out
Yeah,
of
but
this
if
world.
I'm pulling off and there's a Love's and there's a Pilot, I'm going to Love's.
I'm going to Love's for sure.
Love's is always the go-to choice unless there's like a come and go or a quick trip or a.
That's what I'm saying. Like come and go is better. Quick trip is better.
What else? What else is up there?
I mean, for you, Buc-ee's.
Oh, Buc-ee's, yeah,
which
for
we're
sure.
about to have
Buc-ee's
by
is a
me.
stop for sure.
Fucking can't roll my eyes hard enough at the thought of it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a fucking nightmare, dude.
If
If you're gonna go to Hot Springs now, you're just gonna be like, well, it's
Oh,
gonna
Bruce,
take an
get
hour.
on the board.
It's gonna take an hour. It's gonna take an hour. You just might as well get ready.
It already does take an hour.
I'm saying like that section of highway is
Yeah.
gonna take an hour.
Yeah.
Sorry, so 2 hours. You're
Yeah.
fucked. We're all fucking doomed. It's
Thankfully-
not enough highway there to.
The only reason I
necessitate
had to
that.
go to Hot Springs was the fucking casino, and now there's one in fucking Pine Bluff. So
Yeah, there's more shit to go to Hot Springs for.
not after 5 p.m.
What?
Everything shuts down after 5 o'clock.
Now? Yeah, you're not wrong.
You know what's fucked? Every time I try to, like, every time my mom's like, let's go, and then we're like, all right, we're going to go eat the Lucas. We never had it.
Love to Lucas
Always
so
closed.
goddamn much. Yeah,
It's,
they
only,
close.
it's open like 3 days a week.
Yeah, and you got to get there before they run out of bread because they only make a batch. They make what they make for the day, and that's it.
I get it, but also, like,
When you have it, you'll go, I understand.
well, like, no, I
You eat it and you go,
understand what it is. Like,
this
I
is-
understand that it's like,
Well,
high quality,
There's about
like,
to be one
you know.
fucking 7 miles from here, so
that's something that I eventually want us to do is like food reviews and shit. But you know,
well, let's revamp Ugly Dude's movie reviews since I'm kind of weaning out of movies. Like I really am. I want to say that I love
well, I'd
film
love
as
to
much
bring
as I
that back
used to.
too.
I would love to, but I don't watch movies.
But my concept was,
Me and Kaylee were watching
yeah,
the other day, and I was like, wait a minute. And I went through last year's film releases. I saw two.
I watched shit last year. Yeah,
2. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to be saying I love movies and shit? And I watched 2 of them.
yeah. Sometimes I have to like be like, this doesn't really interest me, but everybody said it was good. And
Like,
usually they're right. Like usually it's an incredible film.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was just my lack of, maybe I'm just tired because of the stuff, and like maybe that was it. Or just I'm sick of paying $50 to see a fucking movie. Like that's dumb as shit.
I have a gift card right now for Cinemark, and it's $25. And I still have to like use it on like a discount day if I want to actually like get that popcorn, you know.
Right. It's so fucking crazy. I mean, I know things change, and I know prices vary.
Yeah.
But that used to fucking a whole family was $25.
My
man.
thought process with like bringing
In
that
my
back
lifetime.
was like on Sunday when we record, we like scroll through like Netflix or whatever and find a movie that both of us have not seen. And our goal is to watch it between that
then
Sunday and the
immediately-
next Sunday.
Well, we could watch it here after the pod and immediately do a review.
That is also an option.
Fresh.
But also like if we don't have time, hey, you have all week to watch this at whatever your leisure
Right.
is, and then on Sunday, like pre-podcast or whatever, we like record a little like, this is what we watched today, and this is
Yeah.
the fresh thing is always better though. Like those like in the parking lot at
Those were
fucking
so
like
much fun,
midnight,
dude. At
while the cop is
AMC.
like, "What are you
Uh-huh.
doing?"
Just doing a pod. He's just driving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck are these guys standing out here talking into microphones?
They didn't care. They didn't
No,
never bother
never
us,
once.
nothing.
Yeah, never once bothered us. If anything, they'd sit over in the corner and like make sure that nobody fucked with us.
Right. This is cool, man. I missed that shit. That was fun. Me, you, and Big
Big Justin.
Justin.
I think Eric did one too, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Fun. Man, fun shit.
I forget what movie it was. I like went to go see, and I pulled up and I saw Eric's car, and I was like, "You're in this theater, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, yeah, we're going to see the same movie."
Maybe we could do Ugly Dude's food reviews.
I mean, why they gotta be ugly?
Just because it's funny.
Yeah. No, I mean,
And
like,
look at me.
I would love to do it of like we shoot like a video that's like, all right, what's the best slice of pizza in Little Rock? There's really not a lot to choose from.
I feel like you gotta. I feel like you gotta do it all. That's one of those things where you gotta go to like fucking. What's this mile radius here? Is it just downtown? What is Little Rock at that point? You know, because Little Rock's a pretty big space, really. Does Chanel count?
Yeah.
Are we talking about Domino's and shit? Are we talking about mom and pops only?
We all know what those places
There's like
taste
5 mom and pops in Bryant now, pizza joints.
I would
I've
think
eaten at none of them.
I would think let's like with that I would say like not necessarily non-delivery, but like the places that you like have to go to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Ariana's, Vino's.
Keep going. Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly. Well, soon DeLuca's. They're opening up
DeLuca's.
in the
There's
River
like
Market there.
there's a pizza cafe, which I've heard is pretty solid.
Never even heard of it.
Well, it's a
Well, when
cafe
I go
that
downtown for
has
pizza, I'm just getting Vino's.
It's not downtown. It's
okay.
over on like Cantrell,
Okay.
maybe something like that.
Well, I would say damn good, but you know, womp womp womp.
Yeah, they're still damn good at Fayetteville.
We could do that. We could go up to Fayetteville. Dude, we need to go to Fayetteville so bad.
Yeah,
We need to do a Fayetteville.
I've been having a lot of people ask me when I'm going to be up there again. I'll
We
be
just
at
need to
Fort
go up
Smith
there
next
in a
month.
night, get a hotel room, and just fucking run out pods.
We don't even have to get a hotel room. We have like 6 people that are like, you can come stay.
That's true. Hotel room might be fun.
And we had people literally be like, you can come set up here. And we'll just
really?
like, let you
Oh,
be.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
we had a couple
nice.
people after
Okay.
that. One of them that
Hell
offered
yeah.
isn't in the community anymore.
Like
Not like
the
in a
music
bad way. They
community?
just like they had a kid.
Moved on.
Like
Yeah.
they're doing that thing now.
I have to pee. How do we do this?
And just put the camera on me, and I'll entertain these motherfuckers.
yeah, bitch. I'll be right back. Well, I say that. A lot of wiener water.
A lot of wiener water. Corey's been peeing a lot recently. Yeah. I don't know what to say when I'm just here by myself. This is strange. Are you entertained? Yeah. I don't know. If you guys want to see us do like food reviews and movie reviews, whatever the fuck, we're open to suggestions. We just want to stay active and do stuff and be people and meet people and go to shows and eat pizza. Sometimes hamburgers. I'm a big fan of chicken strips too. Wow, this man is... The stream is still streaming. He's still going. I'm impressed, actually. Yeah. So we talked about the Q&A. We talked about the Ringo Report, which has been a lot of fun to produce. I'm stoked that Brandon has the opportunity to do that now. He used to do like a little podcast with some friends where he would basically do the same thing, but it was audio only. So it's cool now to like actually get his face in front of the camera and do it that way. That was the longest piss stream I've heard in a long time.
And I was pushing it too.
Yeah.
If I'd have just let it go, it'd have been like 2 minutes. I'm
First
telling
of
you.
all, you're too old to be pushing it.
Yeah, you can't push too hard. You can't.
I
You'll
can't
pass
push when I
out.
poop anymore.
Yeah, no.
No. I gotta wait till he's like, hey.
Just like, excuse me.
Yeah, and then I'm like, you just sit down and you just let it happen. There's no pushing.
Room service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. More shows.
More shows?
Yeah. I didn't write down the shows that are coming up because there's a lot.
Well, we got the Ringo
But,
report now.
Yeah, we have the Ringo report, so he's going to go over like all the February stuff
Right.
coming up on this next episode. What I meant by more shows,
So
though, is
many.
we need to do more shows.
Oh,
Crashcast
like
as
as
an entity.
like an entity.
And or, you know, I think it's a great way for
I
us
just
to...
booked one for the 7th,
Like February 7th?
April 7th.
Oh.
Not the one you're thinking of, but another one.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, that sounds like it's your thing, though, but... You know.
My thing is our thing. It's a fucking.
You know what I mean, though? Like, I think that those, if done well, to where obviously all the bands are paid fairly,
I was just looking at like
it's a great way for Crashcast to make a little bit of money.
Sure.
So that we can
Sort of do
like
like
the
a
stuff we're
quarterly
talking about.
thing, but then you got but does that?
Well, the last quarter of the year is taken care of. I got that handled.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but do you? Because then you're running double time. But it's similar to what they're doing the Bangin' and Rock crew.
But also this year I did 2 shows.
But there's 4 of them. That's a lot of people to be like, hey, like the delegation is way more like you do it, or hey, reach out to so and so.
You're talking about like you think I can handle it?
No. I didn't say that. I'm just saying it would make it easier, especially for your end of the year details that you're not talking
I'll
about.
tell
yet.
everybody all about it right now.
Well, don't tell them about my thing. Stop it, Kurt.
Your thing isn't at the end of the year.
It's next week. We'll talk about it next week.
Well, the thing you're talking about will come out 2 days after today. Not today, but today.
Right. Yeah. Well, we can't. Listen, we're finally doing it. It's on a schedule. We're not saying nothing.
You can't be subtle. I'm excited about that. I'm very excited about that. I had another band hit me up for that date, and I said no.
Yeah. I'm excited too.
I said I have to do this.
I'm excited on a spiritual level.
Oh, yeah.
And concerned. But that's the other thing.
Yeah, we can't talk too much about that. But yeah, more shows.
I wish we could, because that's like real
more
podcasting.
shows. I would love to do a quarterly thing.
I think that's fair. Add,
I've been tossing around the idea of trying to put together some sort of show to help
and maybe
me,
we do it at different venues, so it's something different every time.
to help me raise money for South by Southwest. But Vino's is like fully booked for February.
No, it's like it's
I would have to
fucking
do something
insane.
full moon, which is fine.
Yeah, full moon.
But I also don't want to book something that takes away from like my friends playing a show at this place or whatever.
That's the hard part.
But
man.
I also need to fucking make money.
Well, I also think we're at a time now where it was kind of like in the before times when I was a child.
Yeah.
Where you're running the risk of stepping on toes because there's so much going on.
Yeah. But here's the thing too. At the end of the day, you can't be worried about that.
You can't.
For the progression,
You can
to
do your
keep
best
going,
to try to like
yeah,
not
it's like, hey, I'm not doing this on purpose. You know?
Right.
Like we had a show, the fundraiser show we did overlapped with another show that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And someone was a little upset about it. Not upset about it, but they were annoyed at first. But then we talked about it, and they realized that, hey, we had already booked this before we knew that was even happening.
Right.
So it wasn't
these things take place months in advance.
It wasn't
How
meant
would
to
we know?
be. Yeah, it wasn't
Right.
meant to be a like. And those shows did great.
Yeah,
I would say that their show did better than our second day.
absolutely. I think that's not. I think that's factual.
But I think one of the issues was that we were trying to book the same bands.
Yes.
Was one of the major.
When you
issues.
start pulling the crowd apart, they start having to decide where to go. That's
well,
not
it was
good.
those bands having to decide like, do we want to go do this thing or do we want to go do that
Right.
thing?
Right.
And that's how I found out about that thing happening, was through a band being like, hey, we already said yes to this. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I didn't know.
It sucks. Things move in long spans of time, and you're thinking of something, somebody else is thinking about it too.
Yeah.
So they're booking something, and you're booking something, and if you don't
So-
know that person specifically, it's like, well, fuck, man.
Well, so
you
we say more shows, and we say shows with the idea of like,
That's why I like
Crashcast wants to
split bills.
Crashcast wants to do shows, and we want to raise money for the podcast. We also obviously are going to make sure that the bands are paid and taken care of.
Yeah, that's number one.
Even like the fundraiser show we did,
Oh yeah,
literally none of those bands asked for money, and all of them were paid.
Yep. Very happy about that.
Yeah, no,
That was a fucking wild weekend, dude.
Uh,
There's that photo of me behind the light switch you took. I'm
yeah.
just cheesing like a motherfucker. I
that's
was
what I said,
so
my
happy.
goal at those, like at that show, the cover show, like you're there as an entity to be like, this is what Crashcast is all about.
Having fun, baby.
You're there to have fun. There should be
Yeah.
a smile on your face the whole time.
Oh, dude, and the fucking
Let me handle the other bullshit.
the cover show with Paramore and Any Given Room. Fuck, I was fucking.
Yeah. But yeah, we're definitely doing another cover show this year.
Yeah.
Same place. Same time frame.
Same time,
But there is
Same
there
venue
is
time.
Same venue.
same venue, place.
It might be the same similar day. It might be the day after that. It might be both days.
Might be the whole weekend.
Maybe not the whole weekend. I don't know if I can have the whole weekend. That's burnout
Hey,
territory.
listen.
But you know,
Mark did it. He did what? 3 days with
Yeah.
like 15
The middle of the
bands
week,
in
yeah.
1 week of promotion.
but it was during a holiday like break when everybody had
That's true.
shit to do.
And all 3 nights did swimmingly.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Uh,
I'm getting to that point where I'm like swimming in my brain a little bit. I got
did you
that
put it
booze
on?
brain.
Did you put it on a black one or what?
No, just
Oh,
me.
Okay.
Do we have a blackout?
Yeah, just press me.
Wee!
Yeah. Yeah, the date's already booked.
Oh, really?
The
Sick.
dates.
Good.
Allegedly, I need to
Right.
verify that.
Yeah. I would verify for sure.
It's far enough out to where if somebody else is looking in that time frame, fuck them.
It's a year. It's a year away.
No, we literally
It's
we
11
did that
fucking
show,
months.
and I said, "How soon can I pick the dates for next year?"
said,
He
"Right
said,
now."
"Right now." And I said, "I want this."
Yes.
And
I
he
was
said,
there.
"You got it."
You picked him up at the bar. He had the book open.
I'm glad you were right in front of me
I was.
because if something else
That's
happens,
right. No. I will be like,
like the year before,
yes. I'll be like, no.
no.
We did it the night of the other one. Well, that's similar to
We
this.
booked it literally 366 days in advance.
Yeah, literally.
Unless the venue
367
has,
leap year.
unless the venue 365 is normal.
Oh, that night. Yeah, okay, you're right. My bad. Math is hard when you're drunk. I'm not drunk.
Trust
but
me,
I'm
I know
feeling
it's
good.
a leap year.
I'm feeling real good.
I guess the question I have is like, and this is to you and also the people.
Yeah,
listening.
absolutely. This is like a communal pod.
What if we did another fundraiser show?
I don't know. Do we do it like we did it, or do we do it differently? Like, do we combine a bunch of things? Like, maybe we do like one of your photo exhibits. Maybe we add and then do a show at night. Maybe it's like one long day.
I would probably want to host the whole thing at Vino's, for example.
Yeah. What
I
was
don't
the
know
thing
how
we
it-
did? What was the thing we did where we did the merch fair and then the show? Was that the cover show?
No, that was just a random show.
Oh, that was just a random show. Oh, no. Was that
Was that the Northwest
the
Arkansas
toy
thing?
drive thing?
I think it was a toy drive thing. I don't remember.
Fuck.
We booked a merch fair, and then there was a show that night. I don't think it was associated with us necessarily. No, it was a. I remember what it was. It was a show someone else had booked that I took ownership of
Okay.
because they couldn't make it.
I got you. Still was great.
It not really.
I mean, we didn't.
Not from my perspective when I was handing money at the end of the night.
Well, those things are just
I
happenstance.
had to come out of pocket for somebody else's show.
You know. Well, you got paid back, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
They paid me the difference.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah. But at the time, I was like, I'm glad I have this cash on me because otherwise I'd just have to be like, sorry.
Here's $8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was like a $30 difference.
You guys
something
got
like that, but
Cash App?
they were guaranteed more money than they probably should have been.
No. Let's not say probably. They were. It was too much.
The bands did great,
Bands are awesome,
but
but there's a reality to it all too. Isn't that
what
weird?
just happened?
Huh?
Oh, the monitor went to sleep. Shit. Just wiggle the wiggle. I need to turn that off. That setting off. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. It scared the shit out of me the first
That
time it
scared the
happened.
fucking shit out of me.
I thought you clicked the black thing, and then I realized,
no.
oh no, that's the whole screen.
I didn't even notice. See,
Yeah.
See, this is just like old times, dude. I'm
Hashtag
just like
producer
fucking.
Kurt.
I'm like on needles. I'm like
Well, there's also
intoxicated.
something in your way from the screen, so it's
That's
just
true,
whatever. But
couple of things.
yeah, I would love to do another one of those, just because I like the challenge and I like having something to look forward to. But
Maybe we make them all different. Maybe we do.
But I think
like
it's
the movie industry does 1 for 1. Have you ever seen that? Where like we get one, we do a fundraiser show, it benefits the pod, and then we do one that benefits the community at large.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we do something that's like
well.
something maybe helps
So-
with the venue somewhere, or we get a piece of equipment for something. Like,
I had kind of a
do we help that venue that got fucked in Mountain Home or whatever it was?
Fort Smith. I think they're fine now.
Oh, okay, good.
They had like $600-700 in donations.
That was crazy.
It looked like they were gonna have to cancel their first show, which is February 10th. Go for Gold's playing.
That's where it's at?
Yeah.
Was it Mama Mary's
It's called
or
the
some shit?
Nostalgia Room.
The Nostalgia Room.
Apparently, it's a
spot.
venue that used to exist there, and then shut down.
It's been
for
3
forever.
venues. Yeah.
And then apparently it was like not a savory place before they took ownership.
Right.
And apparently those people showed up expecting unsavory things.
That's
and
what
they
happened?
weren't there. That's the story I was given.
Oh,
like
okay.
they thought like, oh, I can go here to buy drugs. And then that wasn't the case, so they just got pissed off and wrecked the place.
They did it in person?
Yeah.
The people that whoa.
Like
Oh,
I mean, I
no.
guess the people who were there prior to them, like the venue moving in again.
I'm saying all that damage got done while somebody was there?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. I think somebody
dude.
broke in and beat the shit out of everything.
Come out.
They like broke the fucking. They broke everything.
Oh, I saw
Literally
the
everything.
photos.
Spray painted shit
Shithead
on the
fucks.
wall. They're having like a spray paint
Hey, yeah,
day.
and if you're one of them and you're watching this, just like turn this off and go shove a bat in your ass, you fuck.
They're having like a spray paint day or whatever, where they have like people from the community. Can come in
Okay,
and
well
just
that's pretty
spray
cool.
paint shit on the wall, so like make it.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Graffiti it up,
Yeah, yeah.
like Vino's and the stickers. Yeah.
But it's an all ages venue in Fort Smith called the Nostalgia Room. They also are. It's like a straight edge venue, so like there's no drinking, none of that shit.
Boo.
I mean, like
No, I get it.
whatever. Like,
Hey, man,
It's-
I met my wife at the longest running straight.
it's beer clock.
Sorry.
It's I said straight edge venue, and you immediately were like,
Where's
"Where's the beer?"
Like, where's my beer? Dude, all this straight edge talk's pissing me off. No.
They mean well. Like they just want to
Sure.
like keep that stuff
No,
out of the.
it's good.
You know,
It's good.
I don't think that they're going to be like
Oh, fuck. What about
pissed about it. But
we didn't even mention fucking soundstage
what about Soundstage?
with the venue question.
Oh, that would have never been on my list. Shout out to Evan
I
and
had
all
some
those
really
dudes
good
who like
times
were
there.
booking the shit out of there.
But I didn't know about Brandon's bullshit till after all that. So like in the moment, I have to concede that I was having a great fucking time.
I went there a few times with Tommy. And
Tommy!
I had a bad time every time. But
Really?
also,
Interesting.
we're from Star City at the time. We're
Right.
driving almost 3 hours to go to this place.
Sweet Christ,
Cool ass
dude.
show. We show up.
I forget that you're
and
from that
it's
goddamn far
soundstage.
away. That's so crazy.
So, it's whatever.
Good job on you for getting the fuck out of
I
here.
only went there like 3 times.
That's so... oh, really? Oh, well, that
yeah.
explains it. I went there a bunch.
Yeah, no.
Met my wife there.
Me and Tommy went to downtown a shit ton.
Oh, yeah.
We would literally just be like, it's a Friday. We got $20 for gas. Let's
we
drive
got
up
enough
to
to
Little
get
Rock.
there. Yeah,
Let's drive up to Little Rock and just see if there's a show going on.
man.
And normally there was.
Right.
So, yeah, we did that all the time.
Sneak in through the back
No,
by the soundboard.
no.
No?
We would either pay or Sam would be like, I don't care.
Right. You drove 3 hours to be here. It's fine.
Yeah. I don't think she knew we were from that far away. She wanted people in the room for the bands.
Oh yeah. Same. That's the best part.
Especially if she had already made her cover, like,
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
Just come in.
Sometimes I do that. Sometimes.
I'm not mad about that philosophy, but that philosophy should be decided by whoever the promoter for the show
Yeah, I
is.
think it's like last band, like first song. You're like, come on, man.
At that point, like,
we're teetering on.
I've seen people show up to shows at Vino's on the last band, pay $15 to get in, and then walk in, listen to 30 seconds, and leave.
Oh, I see it all the time now.
Yeah.
They'll walk in. I watched. Fuck, what was it? It might have been the last hip hop show. It was like 6 people. They came in.
Yeah.
They didn't seem mad or nothing.
Well,
And then just after like 2 acts, they were like, "We're
the
good."
thing
and
I
then left.
forget
was
is
like,
that
"What the
people are
fuck?"
used to doing that because they're used to like going to a bar and there just being a cover charge to get in.
Right. Oh, that's fair.
And that's their thought process.
Right.
It's like that's just the entry
just what
fee
it is,
to
yeah.
get into the room.
$60. Here you go.
Yeah,
Next
literally.
spot, $60.
Yeah.
Spent $500 on a Friday. Dude, I don't miss that shit at all.
I
I used to pal around with some bar people.
Yeah.
And dude, it'd be like, "Oh, we spent $250 last night.
Yeah, I never got into that culture.
Why did we do this each? What the fuck are we
I'm not
doing?"
at a bar unless there's a show happening. Like that's the only reason that I'm going.
Yeah.
That's it.
The only way you're getting me into a bar, and it better be a dope ass show.
Yeah. But anyway, fundraiser show. I like the idea of.
We should
making
do it in
into
more
something
places.
else. I also do like your idea of like, hey, we're doing this one to raise money for us, but then we do this next one to raise money
Yeah.
for XYZ.
1 for 1. Ratio it.
I don't know why this thought. And maybe it's just because of the whole like Vino's parking lot thing,
Mm-hmm.
like people getting their shit stolen. But I had this idea. It's not a cheap idea, so it'd have to be something that was funded
Yeah.
by like a show.
None of my ideas are cheap
But it was
either.
like, what if we like did a fundraiser show where we took that money and we bought a shit ton of air tags and gave them to local musicians. Be like, put this in your guitar case or
yeah.
shit like that.
They're like $30 or something.
Yeah, it's like $100 for 3.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. And there are cheaper versions
And
of
they
the same
last
thing.
forever.
They last
and they work
literally forever.
immediately.
You pull the thing out, it's trash.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool, actually.
But just like put this under the seat of your car, or like
Right.
put this in your van.
Put it in
whatever
your
the
van.
fuck,
Put it in your money box.
The thing, the part that I struggle with is like, one, like we could do a great show, get $500, and then that's what, like fucking 20 of those.
Right.
And it's like, how do you qualify who gets them?
Bands who tour. I feel like you got to have a touring aspect to you. Because if you're just going from the venue to home, if your shit gets stolen,
Well, the idea is
it's kind of
like,
on you, unless it's at the venue.
I'm not trying to show up to Vino's and be like, hey, you're from Pennsylvania, here's an air tag. Like, I want to
Right.
give it to people who are like in the local
yeah.
community.
Well, we have a lot of bands that are touring.
But I feel like there are cheaper versions of that same device too.
Tile.
You know what I mean?
Tile's one of them.
I forget that Tile exists. Tile was way before the.
They were the first.
I
think.
don't know
I'm pretty
what
sure
the
they were
price
the
on
first.
those is, but like, so just something like that, or like in the past, like you guys, you and friends have come together to like build drum sets for people and give them to like kids and
that's true.
stuff. It's like
community kit. Well, yeah, and then
which like I mean I'm sure there are people out there that are like would love to have that.
Jackson and his friends did that with a PA system.
Yeah,
They did that benefit show for the PA system.
there's like a community PA,
yeah.
Just
there's things you can
stuff
do.
like that, stuff that ties back into the music community.
Absolutely.
Would be cool.
Which is, I mean, goddamn, so deep. It's getting so deep. It's hard to keep track of it all, which is good. That's awesome.
But the cover show,
It's phenomenal. The cover show.
that's my baby.
It is your baby. There's
We're
no
about
doubt
to
that
go
it's your
stupid
baby.
this year.
A little bit. I mean,
I already
hey,
have 2 yeses,
Be interesting to see how it goes.
2 confirmations.
Did you talk to SL?
I mean, everybody's gonna know exactly what the fuck that is, but yeah, no, I was over there yesterday,
Praise
the day
God.
before.
Oh, at the band practice.
Yeah,
For
and,
GG.
and they
Yeah.
confirmed again and told me who we were covering.
Fuck yeah. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I know you're involved in it.
I know.
He told me about that. I was like, all right, that's sick. stoked.
Hallelujah. Yeah, I'm so
The thing I will
excited.
say, if you're listening to this and you know of the cover show and you want to be involved,
I'm not lying to you. Since that phone call, I've thought about it at least once a week.
Yeah,
That's been 3 months of me just going, this is how I'm going
That's
to do
why
it.
I'm like, I was like normally I wait around until like June and then find
yeah.
everybody, and I'm like, I want this year to be like fucking balls to the wall crazy.
Maniac
So I was
crazy.
like, if I just start like cherry picking stuff now,
Sure.
by the time June comes around, everything's already figured out. And then the announce can be like fucking insane. You know, we don't announce until like August, September. Usually September.
Yeah, September.
September's
3
before
months.
August, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually announce around like
After
first
August.
of September, mid-September.
Yeah, you want to announce 3 months for big shit. I think you need
Yeah.
a 3-month window
Yeah.
for big shit.
Yeah. But if you're listening to this and you're interested in being involved, there are a couple caveats. There are things that I look for.
Yes.
This isn't just like you and some friends hop in a room together.
You have to have
It has to be a
parameters.
band that
Yeah.
already exists locally.
Yes.
Now, if there is a band you're friends with and you want to play this with them, that's between
Mm-hmm.
you guys. That's fine. But you, Jim Bob, and Steven over there, I love you, Steven. How do I put that on a flyer?
Yeah.
You know
don't.
what I mean?
It's
And
harder.
if you're like, well, this is the name we came up with, it's like, all right, you're not an established
It's like the
band.
thing we thought of.
Like we have to think of it from a
the
marketing perspective.
original thing My Hands to War was going to do. You were like, that's not very marketable.
I love the idea,
But see, as a single show,
as a single show,
it works
right.
unbelievable.
Right.
It'll be an all night thing, and we're still going to do it after the other thing. But your version of it was very much like this.
For what
This
that
Yeah.
was. I love the idea, but I don't know how to put that on a flyer.
you can't. There are some things that are just like, yeah, but what am I going to put like? Covering blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
starring. There's only
Yeah.
so much room on a 9 by or 8.5 by
And I'll
11.
have people come to me too and be like, "Hey, I want to do such and such," and I'm like, "All right, cool. Such and such is playing here next week,
Right.
or such and such very most likely will play in this area between." Like, you got to think a band you would never see play at Vino's,
Mm-hmm.
let alone a band you would probably never see come to Arkansas, like that kind of shit.
Could
You
you,
know what I mean?
you think you could get a bigger band just because
See,
the crowd is so insane?
I love that thought process that you
I
have,
mean, come on.
but we would have to do
Fucking We got Callous Cowboys doing the Chariot.
That might not be.
Get
hard.
yourself out of here, bitch. And you would have people coming.
Well, because I love
from
your
all
idea.
over.
Like, I was like, all right, how do we fucking do bigger?
More.
And your thing was like, what if we got one of those bands to play?
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's not possible.
What if we fake it
Like,
until the week before?
What if Green Day?
What if Green Day actually came? They played here before. I mean, what was the problem back then? You didn't have any problem playing here in 1993. It's a new stage, new PA. Come on, man. It's even better experience.
I think that there are people in that realm that we could talk to that individually would be interested, but I don't know about a full bands.
Right. What if you could just get one person? Like that's what I'm saying. Like one of those like what they do at the convention center, the movies and it's convention. Fuck.
Oh, like a come get your thing signed by the voice of so
yeah.
and so. Yeah.
What if we had like a celebrity appearance? And fucking Mick Jagger's gonna be there. Maybe not Mick Jagger, but
Spencer Vincent will.
yeah. Oh, no, you don't say. He'll be drinking Miller Lights in the back, passed out.
So it's just like every year. He'll be out on the patio texting me saying, "Let me know before this band goes on."
I'm drunk. He'll just put "I'm drunk." Send that.
Yeah, no, that's a fun time. I think this year is going to be the craziest year yet.
I think 4 shows, period. I mean, we've already started it, and it's been crazy. We're about to go even crazier. I promise you.
Yeah.
And then what you're doing is wild.
You're referring to My Hands of War specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a...
It's going to be nuts. And then, which we already put out the... well, you did. I knew you were going to do that. I was like, I know.
I was going to go further, but I was
yeah.
like, I don't want them to be like...
That was actually funny what you put, too, because it's like the cliche bullshit.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah, it was good. Because I was like, maybe we just drop a date.
Well, I was just going to black out the whole thing.
Oh, like Paramore?
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Because it gets people's attention.
I guess it does work. But the post did really well. I was shocked. I was like, God damn. I checked it this morning. I was like, wow, that's doing really well.
Yeah.
It's good.
We can talk about this off the podcast, but do you guys have like the materials and stuff ready for
everything?
Okay.
It's all there.
You'll have to...
February 1st. Just get
no,
ready.
I know the date and everything. I just didn't know if you had flyers.
Well, people listen to this. It'll be 2 days from now. Just get ready. Well, it's getting made today.
Okay.
It's Nat from Callous Cowboys.
Oh yeah. I wasn't sure what the...
It's gonna be.
I think you told me that actually. Yeah.
It's gonna be sick. I don't feel like I'm giving anything away. I think people already assume what's about to happen, but y'all don't know what's attached to what's about to happen, and that makes me very happy.
Well, it involves the Callous Cowboys, so.
Well, they made the flyer. And they're about to go on a big ass fucking tour with the 68.
They're on a tour in Europe with Tesseract right now.
I think they just finished.
No, they're playing shows right now.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. They made a post last night about how the venue in like Paris or some shit was charging a 47% merch fee.
What?
So they made a post saying that they weren't selling merch that night because they were like, we would lose money. And someone was like, well, just mark it up. And it's like, you want to pay fucking $60 for a t-shirt?
For a Callous Cowboys t-shirt?
Not to mention the taxes they have to pay on that shit for selling it in a different country.
Oh, no, dude. You don't leave there without an envelope of taxes.
Yeah.
You don't leave a foreign country without going, here's the taxes from everything we made.
And as crazy as that
is, they will not let you.
It's way worse for the bands coming to the U.S.
Way worse.
Like, I've seen bands come play festivals where they would have
At least our venues aren't charging 47 fucking %.
Yeah.
Fucking dickheads.
Yeah. 47%. They don't give you somebody to help, and nobody counts in or out except for you. Yeah,
oh, well, then we didn't sell nothing, bitch. Yeah. I saw people all day. I was like, we was just talking. Yeah. I do a podcast. Fuck you.
That hat was free.
That's right. We gave it all away, you fucking dickhead.
We gave it all away and still made more money than if we would have paid your merch.
Can you imagine? Fucking pieces of shit, dude. I'm so sick of that stuff.
I've been to festivals where I saw like headliners come from overseas and not bring merch because they were going to lose so much money having to pay taxes.
Dude, imagine you got to ship it over there. Unless you get it made there, of course. Which some people
most likely they just get a printer to do it and ship it to where the thing is. But at that point, merch is literally just a service to your
Right. You're
your
just
fans.
like our fans want it, so
because it's like you had to pay to get it there. You're gonna have to pay all the taxes on
no band
everything
should
you
have to
sell.
fucking do that, dude. That's ridiculous.
You're gonna have to pay a merch cut because it's a large festival.
And you know that venue knows that, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all fucked. But anyway,
Fucking
I have two more things on my talking points. I don't know what you had in mind for.
I'm just bullshitting, baby. I'm loving it.
That's all you ever
This has
do.
been random. I love it.
366 project.
Oh, your camera thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's been going good. You haven't missed a day.
So far.
Oh, well. You're almost a month in.
Almost a month in today is day 28.
28th? 29th.
28.
28.
I already posted mine for the day. Yesterday I almost forgot. But I also like, huh?
I set an alarm. Your phone will tell you
That's
every day.
But here's the thing: we're on day 28. I only have enough to last until 32 right now. So I
like
gotta
4
get
more
some
days?
shit. I gotta get some more. The weather has not been
No. Great at all.
No, it's. Are you okay?
Itchy. Sorry.
I think it's the beer.
No, it's just behind my shoulder blade. I can't reach. I'm a big old fat. I'm working on that, though. I'm feeling good.
Anyway, my thing, Corey.
No, sorry, bud. I had an itch.
Basically, I just wanted to push I tried to do this last year. Like, I came up with the concept. You were here. You remember.
Yeah.
We made a backdrop for it. I've
know.
used it like 3 times.
I know. I still think you should have let me get down there with a Sharpie and carve out all the hot pink parts. Remember I tried to get you to let me outline it all so it looked blotchier?
Oh, yeah.
What
Yeah.
was sick? Black and pink are the tits.
But the goal was to do 365 portraits within the year. This year's a leap year, so it's 366.
Right.
But I made an Instagram for it to like hold myself accountable and like, because obviously like I could just like I don't have to post shit, like I just have to take one for every day. But doing that has helped me open up the door to more people wanting to be involved. You know, people reaching out saying like, "Hey, when are you available?" That kind of stuff. And the goal is just like rekindle friendships,
Right.
meet new people,
Which is all
push myself to
Yeah.
like accomplish a goal that seems kind of crazy.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's not a lot if you just take it day by day and you like if I have a day where I shoot 5, fantastic,
Sure.
incredible.
Well, especially with the internet the way it works, you can
But-
preload them if you really are into it.
But if I have a day where I shoot like 1, most of these I've been doing outside too.
Yeah.
Like I had like because I was thinking of this whole thing and I was like, well, do I do them all in a backdrop? Do I do it all studio based? Do I do it all
Do
this
they all look
that?
the same?
And then I was like, well, that sounds cool, but then I'm limiting myself and kind of shooting myself in the foot of like, well, you have to come here and sit down for a minute and do a thing. And versus like if I just do it the way I've been doing it, all natural light. I mean, some of them, you know, you have to use my phone and shit if it's super dark.
The Andrew one. Like just in the back room of Vino's.
But those don't look bad. They're not.
Looks great.
They're not quite as good as some of the ones I'm taking outside, obviously.
Well,
but when the weather, like when the light is
Yeah.
perfect, you know, like the one of Stefan I took, I fucking absolutely love.
little
We did it like
overcast-
right across from my house,
overcast
and the sun was coming down just perfectly over the house. Like it's great.
golden hour.
And I made the decision that I wanted it to be like their face, like here up, like
It really is a portrait.
like because obviously like I've shot some of the past, they're like much wider, that kind of
Yeah.
shit, and like, but it takes like 5 minutes. If you're listening to this and you have any interest in it at all, hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram is Kurt Lunsford Photo, or if you want to see the project as it's happening, I'm only like following people on there that I do portraits of, just because that's like kind of the way that I'm keeping track of like who I've shot and who I haven't.
Right.
So like we'll shoot and then I'll follow you on Instagram and all that stuff. It's at 365 in 2024.
366.
366. You're right.
Yeah. Now who's counting leap
Am
years?
I fucking up?
We're both
Yeah,
drunk.
360. No, it is 365 in 2024. 366 was taken,
Oh, that's right. Should have 365
but
plus
365 was not taken. Yeah, I posted one today. that was
Who was it
28
today?
out of 366. Ian Dottie
Dottie?
from Zashed.
Ah,
the
Ian.
guitarist.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how you're like last names and you're like, who's that? And you're like, oh,
I thought it was
this.
Daughtry, and then I was looking at the spelling, and I was like, no, it's not Daughtry. It's Dottie.
Daughtry, the country guy.
It's Daughety.
Ah, Dottie.
Yeah. I thought, because at a glance, I was like, his name's Ian Daughtry.
Maybe it's Doty.
But I've also been doing the whole, like, the collaborative thing, where it, like,
Yeah.
it'll
That's pretty
also
cool.
post on their page, which
Yeah,
has
yeah.
helped a shit ton with engagement. Like the one yesterday I posted of Jacob from Zashed, which like some of these I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but it's still within the parameters I gave myself.
What the fuck
These
is
were
cheating?
These were shot at Bitterfest, which was not in 2024, but the time frame I gave myself was December 2023
Right.
to December
To December.
2024.
Right.
So it's a full
That's the
year.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have to give myself a buffer. I can't just start on the first and like
Right.
hope that I get enough to But these are from Bitterfest, but they're I kind of had to crop them to like mimic how I
And
did the other
Bitterfest is
ones.
only, what, a week before the new year? 2 weeks?
It was the beginning of December, but
Was it?
But December is the
Dude, December
buffer I
flew
gave
by,
myself.
man.
It
December
really
was,
did.
it just disappeared.
But yeah, they've been doing super well.
They have been. I every now and then I'll turn on Instagram actually, and I'll be like, God damn, and I'll go through and like a bunch.
I've
that I
really been
missed.
enjoying the project. I've really been like I had like there was a day right after I started, like early January, where I probably did like 5 or 6 in the same day. I just like went to Canes Park and was like, I'm here, maybe here.
That's dope. I think that's
And,
cool too. People have like a somewhere to go to. It's
Yeah.
kind of like nice. You're like,
Well,
oh,
it was
I'm
like
gonna go get
I
my
wanted
picture
like a
taken
nice
here.
little park or whatever, like kind of outdoorsy, but I didn't want to I didn't want it to be anywhere that's like hard to get to. I was like, Canes is in the middle of town, super easy to get to, right off the interstate, like, yeah.
Should do one at it's another like.
But
local-
obviously, the location itself doesn't
the
matter. It's
river
really
market
about the
down there at the.
Yeah, that's my next goal is to get better about asking people. Like, find somebody I think is interested. Because like I'm doing South by Southwest next month or March, and there's gonna be a lot of famous people there, a lot of interesting people, like a lot of musicians, shit like that. And it's gonna be a huge missed opportunity if I don't like see somebody and
At
be
least
like,
try
"Hey,
to
can
get
I
one."
get a
Yeah.
quick portrait of you?" Especially if it's notable people. Like that would skyrocket the project, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
And I have a couple people who are like not super well known, but like well enough known that are on my
Sure.
list.
Absolutely.
Like next week, I might be doing a portrait of somebody who's like a decently known like rapper, like artist or whatever. But
Anything
Yeah.
that moves the needle. Anything.
my main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. No, my main goal, obviously, like again, if we know each other, we're friends. Like this is completely free to be involved in. You're helping me by wanting to do it. So yeah, rekindle friendships, meet new people.
Yeah.
Post, take a portrait every day for not take one every day, but like
Post one every day.
have one
Yeah, yeah.
for every day. Like post it on the Instagram. And then one of the like new goals I made for myself is I want to do a portrait of somebody who's won a Grammy.
Oh shit.
Because like my whole thing is like in the music world, so
I think
thought
that's pretty
that was-
easy. We've got
I think it is pretty easy if I actually if I pay attention to people and
Demon
what
Hunter.
they do.
Don't they have a Grammy?
Maybe, I don't know.
You definitely have access to Demon Hunter. Like
Maybe.
that should be one phone call.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what are y'all doing?
I know
next?
people who have been nominated for Grammys.
Oh, tons. Yeah.
I don't know anyone personally who
Norma
has
Jean
had one.
nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah.
Under Oath.
I don't know anyone personally who.
I thought they won one. No, wait, didn't Norma Jean win one?
No, they were nominated.
Oh, okay.
It was like best live performance or something. like that,
No, it
or
was for
best-
Oh God, the Aftermath artwork.
Oh yeah.
And that was done by the fucking Demon Hunter dude. Yeah. Text Corey.
I've photographed Grammy Award winners before,
Absolutely.
but never like a portrait. Like
Oh, I
performing.
see.
Because the hall, when they opened, their very first show was a woman named Lettucey. She does like gospel, like R&B stuff.
Nice.
Like, fucking incredible
Yeah,
voice.
love a good voice.
I didn't think I would enjoy the show, but it was an absolute
Bro,
blast.
in person, when a motherfucker's
And
got it,
she's
you're
a
just
Grammy
like,
Award winner. And yeah, blew me away.
yeah.
But yeah, that's
Too
the
bad you
project.
Too bad you couldn't get like. I mean, clearly you've been in the room with some big ass bands, but
A few.
you don't have your camera with you on some of that
Sometimes.
excursions.
I mean, a lot of times the reason I'm there is because of my camera. You
Yeah.
know, but
Most.
just because you see me shoot a band doesn't mean I got to meet them.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times too,
That's
like,
most times, I would say.
you have to know the difference between
like
hey, you can take pictures and hey, you can't.
Like, how many bands did you actually meet at Furnace and you were on stage with them, literally? Like,
A couple,
a
but
foot
not,
from
yeah.
them. Yeah, you out of the fucking 50 you
Well,
shot.
like, I took like an onstage portrait of fucking what's the dude? Better Lovers.
Jordan?
No, the other guitarist.
Greg? Oh, god damn it. Fuck, Greg's the singer.
Greg's the singer.
Mike? Not Mike.
No.
Goose is the drummer.
Goose is the drummer.
We got one more. He's the fucking guy who made the record. He's one of the biggest producers.
I know.
Blue. Is it Kurt Blue? It's not
No,
Kurt Blue.
it's
It's
not Kurt Blue.
fuck. What's his name? Wait, fuck me. I hate
Will
me.
Putney.
Thank you. God
That's what
damn
it
it,
is.
dude. Putney. Fuck.
I didn't even look it up. It came
Yeah,
to
it
me
came
as
to
I
you as soon
opened
as
the
you did it,
phone.
yeah.
Will Putney. I got a cool
Fuck.
onstage portrait of him.
It's great.
And
Fucking.
I tried to take one of what's his name? You said it first.
Goose?
No,
Jordan?
But I like felt like it was sneaky, and I was like, he's vibing. I don't want to be weird.
Yeah.
I knew he would give a shit though. But
He didn't give a fuck.
yeah, I got a cool one of that, but it's not the same. It's like off to the side and stuff like that. But
Mitch. That's the bassist.
Mitch is the bassist. Yeah.
Mitch behaving.
I don't know. I think the sky's the limit. I think it has a lot of potential. I'm really excited about it.
Me too.
Again, if you're listening to this and you want a portrait, send me up.
I love when my friends
we'll make it happen.
have projects like this, where it's like this big arching thing.
Have to have projects to look forward to,
I know
or
you do.
I will not leave my fucking
I
bed.
know you do.
Like that's one of the things that I've been trying to like push myself to with this project.
Leave the
is
house.
is to leave the house more, and if someone's like, hey, like I ask people like, when are you available? And
Right.
if they're like 11 a.m. tomorrow at this time, like at this place, I'll be there. You know, granted, it's not fucking like across the state. You know,
yeah.
preferably Little
Can you
Rock.
meet me in Fort Smith at the convenience store?
I'm working on. I want to do like a Fayetteville trip where I go up there for like a day, maybe two, with the express like thing of like doing that, or also like that plus the pod.
I think the Fayetteville.
Um,
I think the Fayetteville thing is long past over.
yeah. I want to do like a day in Hot Springs, a day in Jonesboro.
Oh yeah.
Like I did that little like tour thing or whatever, which was cool.
You should get Jimmy
I already did.
LeCompte.
Oh, I haven't got him yet.
Not Reeves.
I did Jimmy Reeves.
Shout out Jimmy.
And then
All the Jimmies.
that reminds me, Prop Hunter just recorded at Red Room Studios yesterday.
They did. Yeah, I saw
John
that.
LeCompte studio. Jimmy said all we gotta do is hit him up.
Who?
John
John.
LeCompte.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy said just reach out.
Yeah. Sorry, I was like John, and then I just started thinking of all the Johns I know.
Yeah.
Too many Johns. Jimmy John.
Fuck Jimmy John.
John.
First of all,
What's the pizza one? John.
Papa John's.
Papa John.
Too many Johns.
The John. I met him earlier.
The John?
Piss. Yeah, I'm going to the John.
Oh, that was.
John Crapper. He invented the toilet. There's
yeah.
my boy. My fabled baby.
Yep, 366 project.
Love it.
I'm loving it. It's fun.
Bye-bye. I'm dying over here.
Please take a drink of something.
I am intoxicated. Good, delicious. Hi, Bubba. What you
I
doing?
just have one more topic after that.
Do it.
Yeah, you don't have anything you want to
I want to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
It's not about me.
It's not about me either. It's about what are we talking
I guess it is technically about me since I'm the guest.
We're going. This is like a family episode. We're doing.
I mean, yeah.
We're doing in-house, baby.
Like I told you, I wanted to do an episode.
Listen, it's been over 100 episodes. We haven't done one of these since.
I told you. Well, I mean, we've done like a couple for Patreon, that kind of thing, but never like not one of these public ones.
Yeah. You gotta do one every now and again. And I like that we talk about like stuff. Like this is what we do, y'all. When the cameras are gone and everybody's away, me and Kurt are in here for another hour, 2 hours going, oh, well, what about this idea? What about that idea? What about this idea? And then we flesh it out and then it's like text, phone call.
Speaking of flesh it out, I'm still thinking about that Dune 2 popcorn container.
It's fleshy, all right.
Yeah. It's a lot of tentacles.
Dude. I mean, just ban that. That's, you know what, you should get that, keep it in the like, just keep it, don't ever touch it, and just put, because you know that's gonna be worth some.
Not touch it, Corey.
That's gonna be worth some money.
I can't not touch it.
You give that 30 years, people are gonna be like, at some point somebody put a fucking popcorn can, people were fucking it. That jacket is ridiculous.
I know. I was like, let me wear that.
I like it. It's not too crazy either.
If you like it and you want to buy it, hit me up because I need money.
$47.
Yeah, I'd sell $47.
Okay. Odd numbers. How do they work? I don't know. What else you want to talk about?
All right. Next big idea.
Crack.
And
it's what my neighbors do.
This goes hand in hand with. Well, it doesn't have to be a show. Can't be a show.
It's always got to be a show. What if it was
speaking
different?
Of a show, we'd still need to fucking do Corey.
I know, dude.
I was talking to people about that last night, and they were like, that would be perfect. That'd be incredible.
It'd be so much fun. I was listening to the arena.
Yeah, that's why I brought up, because I was
an arena.
I'm going to Austin, and they were like, you got to go to the mothership while you're down there.
Dude.
And I was like,
yeah. Well, you'll never get in. They're sold out for like a year.
I'll get in, Corey.
They say if you wait in line, there's always like 20 people that don't show up. So if you wait, you'll get in if you're one of the first in line. Like, Corey, for sure.
I know how to sneak in places. All you need is a tiny flashlight.
All you need is that camera, dog. Be like, look, I'm just trying to document some shit. And they'd be like, you are good.
Comedy places are weird like that.
They have their own amazing photographer, too, though.
But a tiny flashlight and all black, you get it wherever the fuck you
Crescent Wrench. Yep. Oh, man, I just forgot my credentials. Not there, brother.
Tiny flashlight.
Tiny flashlight. Like, oh, man, I'm just looking for my,
you go,
see ya.
Keep your head down again. Move out of the way real quick. Hey, let me by. You're in.
It works. It works at arenas for sure. Big venues all day long. I have a friend that's still how
it's
goes
crazier
to shows.
how like the higher the security is, the easier it is to get in.
That's right.
It's like
you only have to know one trick.
I'm the air conditioning guy.
Yeah. Oh man, they called me in. They said there was a thing with the composer.
Well, you're not on the list. They called me fucking 30 minutes ago. Why would I be on the list?
Why would I be on the list, man? Like, I just got here.
You just need a little bit of confidence and a tiny flashlight.
I'm going right there, dude. You can watch me. And then the second they turn around, you just fucking loop.
And like right after, like before that, where's the bathroom, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down the hall to the left. Bet that you've gotten your out to like go wherever the fuck.
Oh, you mean front row seats?
Hey, I got front row seats for the Eagles.
Yeah,
this shit was crazy.
That is wild.
The Crashcast Awards.
What the fuck? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? That's insane.
Why not?
I don't know. I feel like that's. What the fuck? That was an actual Kevin. What the fuck?
It's probably Kevin.
That's a big boom. Kurt, that's crazy.
Is it?
I don't know. Do we make real ones? Are they like cardboard, or do we like
You're
go to a trophy
enough
store?
To where you could.
I could. Yeah, that's not wrong. I do still have one piece of the Vino stage left.
Just cut out like little plaques, and we
just
just
like
plaque. Put something on.
I got one piece. It's like a half a sheet of plywood. So like.
Depends on how many awards we need. That could be the base of the award.
Yeah, could be. Get a little man play like singer, like a guitarist or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
See, that's what it sucks about MTV. The Moon Man, actually a pretty cool award.
Yeah.
Good design, good aesthetic.
Do you know the Grammys? They're all handmade.
Yes.
And they don't put the name on it until after you're.
The Grammy you get's the Grammy the person behind you got. It's a fake. And then you go after,
and then after
they give you
that's
your
when they
real
take
Grammy.
your photos and stuff. Is like put your like name on the thing and what it's for, and yeah. Which kind of feeds into the fact of like nobody knows until they open that envelope,
which is cool.
Yeah,
I like it. I like the thing. I don't like award shows technically.
Well,
would we film it
or
do it live in the room? Both. I don't mind live in the room.
We would do both.
So
I
do
would
like
wanna
a
do both.
real award show? Oh my god! Like on a small scale streaming award show?
Peanuts.
What the fuck?
I
Kurt.
wouldn't stream it. I would just.
You're blowing my mind.
I wouldn't stream it. I would just film it.
Well, why not stream it? Oh, because you got to work out all the kinks.
We're got all the keys. You got to run all the wires back to the thing.
You got to have
Film it, you
real
can just
bands
have-
play. Like one song.
See,
It's
that's.
the same stage.
I would think.
Just have a house set up.
That's what I'm saying. House band.
Yeah, you'd have to have a house set up.
Um,
Oh, not a house band, just a house setup, just a rig. They play a song, they get the fuck off the stage.
yeah.
now, you know, then they come in.
But then it's like that all has to be pre-selected and pre-vetted, and they have to know what they're doing beforehand. And
Well,
generally,
that's how an award show works.
yeah, but a
we're
lot
not
of times
Joe
it lines
Coy.
up with who wins,
Hey,
and we don't want to let them know that they're fucking winning before they.
maybe
you
they
know,
do, and
I don't know.
then they take the award and play the song.
I don't
That's
know,
even
man.
better.
That's
And we make it all fan based,
That's
so no
the
one can get
idea.
mad, right? Because
Well,
no one
so-
will get mad.
so that's the other thing. We come up with the categories. We come up with the categories, right?
Yeah,
And then we make a Google document with the categories and just a submission.
that's it.
Whoever the top 4 in each one are the
That's
nominees.
who's nominees. Yep.
So whoever got the 4 most amount of votes, those are the nominees.
How long do you leave up the submission form
And
for?
then you do
Month?
month and a half. I don't- It depends on when we want to do the event.
Got to be a summertime thing.
And then you would do, once the nominees are picked, you would do another one, but it would be multiple choice, and it would have bop, bop, bop. And then,
I see.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And then,
yeah.
and it could be
Interesting.
all fully user generated. So we don't take
Interesting.
any of the flack.
No, I don't want any of the flack.
Because the other thing is, like, oh, you can have a panel of people,
Right.
but then, like, there's a lot of biases there. But if it's fully, and having it vote-based means more people interact.
Mm-hmm.
More people know about it once we announce that there's an actual event.
Right.
But you can't have an event without a physical award.
We could get physical awards.
Yeah, I think
We could do something.
we could definitely figure that out.
We could partner with someone. We could do like a.
I think something like this with enough people involved, and like we'll know how many people are interested just based on like nominations and
Oh,
votes
for
and
sure. If
shit
it's
like
like
that.
3 people, you're like, look, we're canceling this.
But
This is
if
fucking
it's like if it's say a Vino show,
yeah,
we can fit. If we just did seats,
we
in
need
there,
it
how many
seated.
people do you?
66. I know exactly how many.
No, I mean like
No, I know exactly
no
how many.
tables.
Oh, seats. So
Seats.
seated. So if you took out the seats, I'm just gonna go off like visual
And don't
plus what I
don't
know.
go based off of how many seats you have. Go based off of how many seats you think you can.
No,
fit
well,
in there.
we can get seats.
Yeah,
like
that's
just
what I'm
a
saying.
folding
Like
chair.
we can just we can figure
I'd
that out.
say. I'd say
Somebody-
you could seat 110.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
All the way to the back though. That's
Yeah.
all the way to the bar. With,
Yeah, yeah.
And you have to have a runway.
Yeah. Well, again, this would be an event where, similar to like a Kilcory, we would just hire somebody to be a hostess and just like
Oh,
Do
just a
drinks and
walk
shit.
around. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you'd have to. You'd have to.
because this would be like
Now, do we go all full and do we do seat fillers? And do we all make them dress insane?
well, it would be. I think it would be obviously like if you're nominated like that, like you get an invite,
Yeah, absolutely.
and then maybe like 2 rows of seats or however many for like general admission, like people just want to come.
Oh, yeah. That's
You
what they
know?
do. It's like the back half is like
Yeah,
people who just want to be there.
yeah.
Yeah,
But obviously, like if your band's nominated, like your whole
whole
fucking-
band's
all 5
gotta
of
be-
you are gonna show up or whatever.
Wow, that's so many people.
You know,
God, when you think about that, it's like 5, 10, 15, 20. That shit adds up fast.
adds up very quickly.
10
and
bands.
and like if it's to the point to where if we like if it was a thing where it was big enough to where
Could house
a
it
shit ton
somewhere.
of people were like we
Yeah.
could literally like we could find a place that already has seating. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can do it at the River Market and just get chairs. They have chairs that the city can bring you as an event.
What I mean, I'm thinking like Ron Robinson Theater or something. I don't know what that
Whoa,
costs.
Kurt, that's
It can't be like crazy expensive. There's random shows that happen there all the time.
I bet-
Already has seating, has a big
Yeah.
stage. I'm
It's
sure they have a
mic'd
podium in
stage,
the
too.
back. Yeah.
The stage is mic'd, like
Yeah.
it has overheads.
Yeah.
Now that is
I'm thinking big.
something. Well, you thinking big? God damn.
The first year probably not as big. But
No.
yeah.
Why not though? But why not?
I mean, like that.
Maybe not this year, because that's a
But I want to
bold
do it this
scope.
year. It's January. We got fucking 11 months.
Yeah, but I feel like you got to do it in June.
It'll take me fucking 2 weekends to put this
if
whole
it's
thing together.
That's true. Yeah, that's fine. But I got to build awards. I got to do stuff. I'm busy.
It's not hard once you know what it is.
Well,
it depends
that's
on the
true.
amount of categories.
I feel like you know what would be a good award? A music note.
Yeah.
Just a music note.
Yeah.
Crash cast or a microphone.
Do they have like?
And it has a push button. When you push it, it just says any given room.
Do they have like cheap, shitty like play microphones?
Absolutely.
Like something you can buy for like $6.
Dude, they have the dollar store like talking to.
Go pee.
Kurt's out of his mind, y'all. This man's coming up with wild ass ideas. I don't know if I can handle all that. I am inebriated, thank God, and it tastes very good. It's Sunday afternoon. I don't even know what time it is right now. I'm having a blast. Let's see, an award show. If I think about winning an award, I think personally I don't care. But I think if I was nominated for an award, I'd be like, that's cool. But then you go, am I going to show up to this? Am I going to do the thing? If I win, am I going to write words down? And then I have to think, do people think how I think? Or do they think this is awesome? That's where internet questions come into play. Maybe Kurt could put this out as a poll right now. See, this is so cool. Y'all are seeing like real-time thought shit. And I love this stuff. This is the best part of the pod. Like, if we do an award show, people get awards, and it's all fan-based, and the fans spoke, and it's like, listen, you can't be mad. The fans, they brought their fans to the arena, the Robinson Theater. Kurt's out of his fucking mind. How many people does that hold? I bet that's... How many people you think the Robinson holds, Kurt? That's a solid 400. You think that's a 400 seat? Maybe 5?
I think it's like 300 with an extra like place, like extra partition.
That little weird balcony thing? It's
There's
just
a
like
balcony,
300.
and there's like there are curtains you can pull to make the room smaller.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So we could just do that front half of the room.
Yeah. But with the right engagement and the right people behind it and the right sponsors, because this is something where you would get sponsors to like cover shit.
Right. What about that other place that they did Mutants the last time? That weird theater thing. That's cool as fuck.
That's the same thing, but just in Little Rock. There's no seats.
Oh, there's no seats.
Seats up top, but there weren't seats in the like theater thing.
Oh, I see.
But they like Wake has played at the Ron Robinson. I'm not talking about the Robinson Theater.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking
about
of
the
something.
Ron Robinson
Okay.
Theater, the one that's associated with the library.
Okay.
The one that's next to Sticky's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totally different. Yep.
Smaller. Much
My
smaller.
brain was like, man, how do we do that? That's where Dave Chappelle played. How the fuck do we do that?
No, that's like 1,200 seats or some shit.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So I'm off on my estimates. I thought that was only like 350 seats, 400 seats.
No,
is it really
place
that
is
big?
fucking massive.
I've been in there one time ever, dude. I never even.
I went there, last time I was there. I was working for Weird Al.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the idea. I was just sitting here thinking, like,
I know you do. I knew
If
you would.
I-
That's why I want to tell you on the podcast, your reaction and everything.
so many thoughts. Like, if I get an award, would I even show up? Or if I did show up, would I want to like write down words? Or I'm going to think I'm not going to win, so I'm just not even going to. Because I don't think I'm going to win anything at all. You know, that's why I don't play the lottery. But what would we do? Like, what's a category like album of the year or show of the year?
So that's what
it's so.
That's what I want to figure out.
It's so like, what do you do as far as a smaller band? You can't do like, oh, this band had the most streams because that's just factual. We can just go to all the bands that are nominated and be like, well, this band wins.
So right off the bat,
it's like that doesn't work.
best live band.
Ooh, shit. But that's so subjective.
It's up to the public, not us.
Yeah.
That's where we don't get in trouble. Because we put it out there, we say you nominate who you want. Top 4 nominations are the finalists. And then they pick the finalists that they prefer. 1 out of the 4, and then whoever has the most votes at the end of the night wins it.
That's wild, dude.
And those votes
How do we
cut off a week before the event.
Oh, so it's like right then.
Yeah.
But they can't see it.
No, we would be the ones.
Oh, so you can't do a poll because then they would just know who was winning.
Yeah, a poll would be too public. It would be a Google form that was just multiple choice.
I see.
So you do.
So like only on our end or on the staff's end.
So similar to what I helped you set up for the thing.
Yeah.
That.
Wow.
For this,
dude.
So
that's
best live
fucking
band,
nuts.
Best local festival.
Well, I mean,
what I'm talking about, this encompasses Arkansas,
right?
So like I think I know what our votes would be, but there are obviously.
That's true. Is there other festivals?
Yeah.
See, I don't even pay attention to that. Well, they did that. They did that huge one in that like smaller town. It was like 100 fucking bands. What was that? Scene Fest or some shit?
Local Fest in Jonesboro.
Local Fest.
I hate that thing.
That was wild.
It's a shit show.
Yeah.
It's a money grab for them, and bands don't get shit.
Bands don't get paid?
I mean, they get like something, but for most of them to come out to fucking Jonesboro, it's not worth it.
Yeah. Well, Jonesboro, just period, really. Jonesboro's not bad.
Jonesboro
it's
has
like
a
Conway.
huge college, like.
Yeah, it's like Conway.
Like there's a lot of kids going out at night. Like if you're playing at a bar, you're making hella money.
I'm not playing any bars. Shinfo.
So best live band.
Sure.
Best festival.
Sure. Oh my God. So,
what else?
I don't know. Like best merch. It's definitely got to be a thing, right?
Yeah.
I love best merch. Fucking, there's some strong merch, and that's a fucking. Moon Main's merch is amazing. Sash printed out that one on that Facebook post. It's the most ridiculous shit.
What are like normal award things? And do we go negative?
Like best song? Oh, like a what do they call those?
Like worst band.
Oof, no. We're not shitting on nobody. That's never been the cause.
Well, we're not shitting on anybody, Corey.
Listen, but if you add it, they will come, and it will be a whole thing. Like best song, best album, best song of the year, best album of the year. Like those are always categories in music events.
Well, I think to kick it off, doing album or song of the year is hard. Because especially if we're planning it now, we want to do it mid-year.
Well, then you have to do it at the end of the year.
Well, I would think we kick it off with just best album, just encompassing like whatever they put out ever.
Sure.
And then like next year we can do.
Oh, since we've had a year,
like 2024 album of the year.
Or we could do 2024 album of the year so far, and then 2024 album of the year. And then 2025 album of the year, 2026 album of the year. Just do it so far.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord. Sorry, I went to stretching.
It's the wrong way. Also, don't look at that time.
Whoa, dude, we're running it.
Yeah. I was going to wrap it up here in a bit.
Okay. You know me, dude. I'll talk for fucking infinity.
But also, best producer. Best recording studio.
Oh my God. Well, see, that doesn't, I don't think that actually, I don't know if that's a real award. Because like, say my band has a certain style, there's a studio I wouldn't go to because they're not going to capture the thing I want to do. Like they'd always do country or something like.
Okay, but you can still.
But then I'm voting for my guy because that's my fit. That's more of a fit issue.
That's how awards
the best
things like this, especially if it's user generated. That's how they work.
I don't like that.
You're gonna vote for the dude who you go to.
That is infinitely subjective.
Well, if you don't want it to be subjective, then maybe vote for the person you think is best, not the person you go to.
But what if the person I go to is the best?
Then this
because they
conversation
make radio
is
quality
pointless.
Shit. His name rhymes with Schmathan.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if
Yeah.
you like,
I mean, I don't know, man.
I understand your logic is like, well, people are just gonna pick who they go to. It's like, yeah, absolutely.
But then you're gonna have 300 submissions.
But
and
also,
only 2
like,
people are
hopefully
gonna...
they're going to those people because that's who they think is the best.
Well, no, I agree with that. Like, they want to go with who has their vision in mind, 100%. But what if only a handful of people go to them and they are the best, but people don't know that because they're not in that realm? What if they really are the best?
Well, then now, thanks to this, people will know who the fuck they are.
Maybe the next year. I feel like the first year we're gonna really piss some people off. Well, that's like your whole thing.
Pissing people off is inevitable.
Yeah, well, I get that
Like,
too.
my goal is not to piss people off. Generally, most of the time.
Just on the internet.
But like, they're mad at me anyway. Fuck them.
That's true. They're gonna stay that way. Best shoes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna write that one down.
No, don't write that one down. That was a bad guess. Best gear? Nah, because we're all using the same gear.
That's very subjective. That's just who has the most money.
Ampeg or fucking...
That's just who has the most money, you know what I mean? Like,
well, that's kind of with the studio thing sometimes too there, buddy.
We're based on the studio. We're not based on the, like... We're saying, like, what is the best studio?
But gear is not...
the best
You can like... some people... Like, Dark Glass is the new king in bass.
Yeah.
But all the old heads are going to tell you Ampeg all day. So, who's right?
Ampeg's tried the most votes.
Ampeg's tried
Doesn't matter who's right. It just matters who gets the most votes.
Well, old people don't vote. In these things, they're going to be like, I'm not filling out a fucking form.
Oh, it's super easy.
Super duper. Ooh, best artwork.
Best album cover?
Yeah, album cover. Yeah. Absolutely. Because that's a legitimate one. Maybe we should just look at what they vote for the Grammys.
Those are very genre specific.
They are.
Which we could go down that route, but that's
I feel like eventually you have to.
That's more awards. That's more like people in the room.
But isn't that
like if we were to go like best shoegaze band, it's like, all right, we got like fucking 10 of those.
Color design.
Yeah.
Love you, Sean. But there's a new Commander on town. What is it called? Something Eyes. What was there? What's their new? There's a new shoegaze band in the. Gifford's in it. Fuck.
Oh, I Dream of Cellophane?
That's it. Cellophane.
Yeah.
Which, did you know that's how cellophane was spelled?
I mean, if you want to go down like best metal band route, best hardcore band, best.
That's why there's that many things.
That's what I'm saying. For year one, I don't know if
do you keep it generic
that crazy,
or do you keep it like
but also
very like
only having like best band is like too niche.
That's because it's all the bands from all the genres and that's such a broad answer.
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense at all. You have to break it down into at least like the main genre, like rock and roll, R&B, country, hip hop. You can't just do fucking start breaking it down where it's like grindcore,
which is what most of these motherfuckers want us to do. Be like,
right, we got to break it down to
find
the
this ultra specific genre,
the minute,
like, now I have a chance.
Like they used to give you 3 on MySpace. Remember, you could have 3 genres that you were. What'd you write?
Best singer, best rapper.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah.
Singer would be a hard one, man. There's some good ones out there. And how do you facilitate this? How do you be like, well, we got this person, but how do you reach out to other people and let them know, and like other communities or whatever? God damn, my mind is spinning.
Good. It should be. So the beer.
No, I'm thinking hard. Like, how would you do that?
Best podcast.
Ooh, shit.
Best photographer.
Best podcast.
Best promoter.
There's so many pods.
Best venue.
Damn.
Like, this is a bunch of categories right off the rip, and we haven't even gotten like into the niche.
How long does this have to last? Let's put that out there. Is this a 2-hour event? Yeah, 2 hours. 2, 3. Whatever. So you have a seating. You have.
It's not rush, but it's definitely time.
You have 3 acts playing 3 different songs.
1 song.
Yeah, 1 song. You have 3 acts playing 3 different songs. So, like, they each play a song and it's different. Is it their song? Is it a cover song? Do we have a band come in and do a cover song so everyone can sing along and have a good time? Man, do you play shit on the radio? Do you have like okay, we're stopping down, everybody stay in your seats, we're going to fucking reset, and then we're going to do this category, and from the top, and then somebody's on a switcher going, okay, camera 3, camera 1, camera 3, camera 2. Huh? It's a lot to think about.
Crashcast Hall of Fame.
Whoa. Dude. I think we have to have the award show first.
Well, that's another thing too. Is like what's like most of these have like some sort of legacy award too.
Oh, like band of the year.
Well, I mean, like usually it's for like a specific individual or something of that nature.
Oh, like a notoriety thing.
Yeah.
You've done X amount for your community, and
Yeah.
here's the recognition of it. So person of the year.
And that doesn't have to be like a first year thing, you know.
Wait, how do you do person of the year when you person of the 6 months?
You know what I mean. Like,
You could do person of the year. Why can't you? Look, we all know who the fuck these are ongoing, and it's probably going to be mostly people in their 30s and above because they've been around long enough to do stuff. It's like a legacy award. Oh, there you go. See, legacy.
that's what I said the first time.
Is it? Damn.
Yeah. That's literally the terminology I used.
Fuck.
Yeah. But I mean,
Artist?
just think of. I mean, it doesn't. Again, it's like obviously we're in a niche, but like we're into music and stuff like that. But we have people on that are wrestlers, best wrestler.
Oh, I know. Fuck, dude. See? It goes so deep when you really start thinking about it. Oh, my God.
You know, like because it's the Crashcast Awards, so you have to think of the things that we're involved in, not necessarily.
Just so much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Also, February 17th, speaking of wrestling,
Yeah.
Vino's. This next wrestling match, and it's going to be fucking incredible.
Somebody might die.
I mean, I don't want them to die, but
They already tried it once.
But the views. Yeah. Yeah. Well, twice, technically. Hospitals.
Just off the bat, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So what if we put out a thing, like if we did an award show, what are some of the categories you think, and then whatever matches ours, and then if somebody has a better idea, because it only got to last, that's plenty for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Plenty.
Yeah.
By the time you come up, you do a thing, you play a music, have a band. Who's hosting it?
You.
Every year?
Yeah.
No.
This is your award show, Corey. This is the Crashcast
award
award
show.
show.
award show.
I'm,
So you got
I'm
to
Red
host
Band.
too. You're Red Band?
I gotta do shit except make funny noises.
Tony! And make a
funny-
weird
yeah, make
accent at the
funny
beginning.
noises,
I don't hate this idea. God damn it. I'll sit here and shit on the Grammys all day long because it doesn't matter.
Well, the Grammys are also like a panel of a shit ton of people that are like, this isn't music.
Well, that's true too. Uppity bunch
This
of
would be,
bullshit artists.
again, as we've established, user-driven.
Right.
This would be
Only always.
nomination. We pick the categories, obviously.
Well, you're just trying to be like a broad enough
Then
categories.
they nominate who they think.
Right. Man, this is a
Whatever
good
the
thought.
top 4 are
You broke me,
the
Kurt.
finalists.
You told me before this started. You're like, I want your real reaction. Now I'm going to do is think about this. It's good.
How do we do more? How do we
It's
get
good.
bigger?
Yeah,
How do we
yeah,
get
yeah.
better? You
Yeah,
know?
it's good. It's
this
very
is
good.
the thought process. I see magazines do this shit on Twitter all the time,
Where they just put
And-
out this wild question.
and it helps them grow a shit ton.
Really?
No, they'll just do like, here's an awards thing that we put together. Vote for your favorite this or that or whatever.
Oh, I see.
And the engagement is through the roof.
But how easy is that for them? Because then all they have to do is copy and paste it and be like, this person won.
That technically is all we have to do.
They don't have to throw a
But
show.
We
But I
want to
wanna
do
throw
more.
a show. Yeah,
exactly.
we
That's what
wanna
I'm
do- I always
saying.
wanna
Like
do
we
more.
want it to be an event.
We're fucking silly gooses. We want to do more.
Yeah.
That's rad. All right. That's good.
Literally all we have to do
That's good.
is
I like
pick
that.
the categories,
And
figure
let the
out
people
what
decide.
the award is going to be, and then figure out a date to have the actual ceremony.
You don't want to be too late in the year because that venue's going to get hot as shit if we do it Vino's.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Vino's is like the thought process, but
I kind of like your idea. It's a venue it's a neutral space.
yeah,
I mean, it can be on there if enough people vote for it. Ron Robinson. I completely forgot about it, to be honest. I heard Robinson and went, "Wow, that's crazy, Kurt."
yeah. I don't know what that
You're really
costs,
shooting for the
though.
stars, bud.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that's definitely a place where you would have to have an upfront cost. They'd have to have staff on hand. Like,
Oh yeah, well they're gonna have you have to have this person doing this and this person doing that. Yeah, for sure.
that would be the perfect place.
It really would. Maybe we can do it. Let's start reaching out. Fuck, this is how it works. And when they say, "Oh, it's $1,200," we go, "Thank you very much. We'll be in contact in a few years."
It doesn't sound awful.
It's not awful.
But again, the thing with this that we have to remember, and that the people listening have to remember, is like this would not be a ticketed event.
Right.
This would be an invite only. Like ideally, we would find a way. In a perfect world, we would either like throw a couple shows to like help pay for it,
Right.
or we would find a way to have like a sponsor be like, "Here's $2,000.
Right.
Covers the event space, covers making the like
Covers the downtime for editing everything together. Like some money towards the person who's got to do all that, i.e., you.
That'll be fun."
You're like, "Oh, I
But
missed the whole award."
it's like associated with the library,
It's associated
which
with
makes
the
me
library.
think that it's not that expensive.
Maybe it's free. Maybe it's a. When I used to do those rock stock shows, you know what it was? You had to put down a deposit check.
Yeah.
And they had a predetermined amount, which ours was like $250. And if you cleaned up after yourself and they didn't do any damage to the venue, you got your deposit check voided.
So apparently they're showing like movies there like once a week.
Oh, really?
And Thursday
Why
is
are we
Tango and Cash.
Hell
It's
yeah.
one of my favorite like older movies.
Love that.
Yeah, I used to watch that shit ton when I was a kid.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's like every week it's just a different movie.
Well, they're just using it for a fucking movie theater. Surely we can get in there. It's time to start making some emails. I bet if it's associated with the library, I bet it's free or a very small deposit.
There's no way that it would be free.
Don't say never. I did my shit for free. This was 2002, but still did it for free. They never took our deposit. We always got the check back.
Oh, I literally just found the terms of
Oh, cool.
rental or whatever.
Do it. Read it out loud.
There's no reading it out loud. It's like 7 pages.
Oh, God.
Of a bunch of shit. I'll read it here because my eyes messing with me. But yeah, that's the idea.
That's badass. I love it.
That's the thought process.
I fucking love it.
Yeah,
I need to sober up.
I know.
I have to drive to North Little Rock now.
Why?
Things. For the thing. The thing. The medicine and the thing. No.
Are you pointing at the heart on your shirt?
Yeah, technically.
Let's wrap it up.
Yep. All right. Take it away, Kurt.
My name's Kurt.
Check me out at kurtlunsford.com.
Check me out at 365 in 2024.
Fair.
If you want your portrait taken, hit me up. It's free. I am still obviously doing paid shoots and commission shoots, so if you need more than just a portrait, let me take a picture of your dog. Let me take a picture of your cat. Let me take a picture of you and your loved one. Let me take a picture
of your wedding.
Pay me to follow you around for a day and make you look cool.
Whoa, that's a good one.
If
only.
Pay me to do a music video for you.
Yes.
If you want a show recap, that can be arranged too.
Drum videos.
I really like doing drum videos, and we have multiple cameras now, so we can make it look really fucking crazy.
And we got the low light monster.
These 2 cameras plus the fucking GoPro on the actual kit.
Get out of
nuts fucking video. Yeah.
Just sit back there with this thing and just fucking crush.
Yeah, hit me up on Facebook. If you are interested in the cover show, shoot me a message. Again, you have to be an existing band or be an existing band that's somewhat established, like played a couple shows by August.
Right.
Um,
August, July, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, just whatever.
Somewhere around
I'm
there.
trying to be nice.
Yeah.
We're also working on an album. I know Corey may or may not know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're working on an album. You'll be hearing about that very soon. We already have all the bands in line.
Also sick.
All
Everyone's signed up already?
Everyone's
Good.
signed up.
Good.
I had one band back out, but I had an extra band that had already said they were doing one anyway. So we had 10 bands.
Cool. Yeah, we talked about that. That's awesome.
We got 10 bands. That'll be cool. That'll be announcing whenever we start getting tracks back, which has been very quick actually. I told them mid-March, and most of them already have it recorded.
You're such a busy boy. That's so crazy.
I mean, this is them. I'm just putting people in a group chat,
facilitating so much
saying,
shit.
hey,
It's wild. I think that, and then it's like, well, if I didn't work 2 fucking jobs, I'd probably get a lot done too.
I have to have something going on.
Yeah, I feel that. I do too, but mine is always work now.
I have to have something going on.
Bah humbug.
But yeah, hit me up on Facebook. At Kurt Lunsford Photo on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then at 365 in 2024 on Instagram. At Crashcast Pod on Instagram.
Yeah.
Please subscribe to our Patreon.
Patreon.
I might have uploaded a secret episode that we never put out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The Randall one?
No.
Oh. Take that out.
Delete. Thank you for listening. You're so drunk that you didn't even care that I took away your thank you for listening thing.
That's fine. I'll leave all that in.